right, March Madness. How's your bracket doing? Mad Mike, Danger Davis, Joe, Huggy Bear, Huggins, and everybody joins me to discuss this year's grand tournament. Then, comedian and musician Mark Glatt joins the Man Cave. Stick around for that. OTA paranormal expert Heather Bumpus and the OTA team will be doing next. Then get in bed with Danny Blaze for some direct, down-to-earth commentary on relationships, sex, and navigating the waters of dating in the modern age. All this plus your opportunity to win a golden ticket for the world premiere of Road to Juarez, April 24th. Tweet the show live at MikeAllen_OTA, hashtag that bad boy, Armed Radio, or email me at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com. Stick around. It's going to be a fun one. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network. And you're on the air.
Come on, fuckos, let's go for a ride.
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Is your wife wicked hot? Or is she just cold? Do you just want to take a hot shower? Call Savino Mechanical for all your heating, hot water, and cooling needs. Savino Mechanical has been servicing Greater Boston and Southern New Hampshire for over a quarter century. Quality 24-hour service, reasonable rates, satisfaction guaranteed, licensed and insured. And remember, at Savino Mechanical, we are not comfortable until you are. Call Savino Mechanical today at 1-855-624-4280. That's 1-855-624-4280. Savino Mechanical.
Attention World of Tank gamers. Armed and its affiliated divisions are recruiting entire clans and tankers. Armed, the largest and most progressive gaming community on the World of Tanks gaming platform. Now on 3 servers. To join, visit www.armedtanks.net or hashtag need a toaster. Toast that, bitches.
Are you ready to take your webpage to the next level? Go to icegram.com and download for free all the tools you will need to enhance your webpage content for potential customers, clients, or fans. Capture leads, call your audience to action, skyrocket conversation and engagement with action bars, pop-ups, toast notifications, message boxes, overlays, and sidebars. Head on over to icegram.com for your free download. That's icegram.com. Bottom line, you'll love it. It's almost summertime, and nothing helps cool you off better than a cold, refreshing Tecate Light. Mark Production Enterprises, in partnership with Tecate Light and On the Air with Mike Allen, would like to give away a custom Tecate Light cooler along with a golden ticket to the April 24th world premiere of Road to Juarez. Listen every Wednesday night to On the Air with Mike Allen. Then tweet the show at MikeAllen_OTA, hashtag Armed Radio, or email at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com for your chance to win. The chances to win are limited, so act now. Mark Production Enterprises, Armed Radio Global, and Tecate Light remind you to drink responsibly. All right, welcome to the show, folks. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by... Holy cow, what are you knocking over?
I don't know. It was me.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Eat24.com. Go ahead and get the Eat24.com webpage. Go in there, put in your... that threw me all off. Thanks, Mad Mike. Yeah, is it? Anyway, go to Eat24.com. Put in your zip code. They will find a restaurant near you that will come bring food to you. Can't beat that, man. You just cannot beat it. Also, you can download the app from iTunes or iStore. You can do the same thing, just wherever you're at. If you're at a business meeting, you're in a town, you don't know where you're at, you don't know what's around. Everybody else is in the same boat as you. They're sitting around trying to figure out where they're going to go for lunch. Man, you can just kick back. Do you know why, Patrick Danger Davis, that you can just kick back?
Because while everybody's rushing out, your food's rushing in.
Because you went to Eat24.com or Eat24app.com app, found out where you're at, found the restaurants that'll deliver to you, and you are exactly right, young man. As everybody is rushing out, your food is rushing in. Also, Centex Computers, they are responsible for this blazing flamethrower sitting next to me that is just doing a fantastic job broadcasting worldwide on Armed Radio Global. And I tell you what, we're fired up about it. In studio today, Mad Mike, Patrick Danger Davis, Joe Huggy Bear Huggins, who is in charge of all my video. We're getting that set up. We're going to try to get that going before the night's over. It's a learning process, folks. Pretty soon we're going to have the entire studio hardwired with a production station over there. Hell, we might even teach you how to do it there, Mad Mike.
Yeah, but that means I have to learn how to do stuff.
Because it's not like you're college educated, and you probably are probably one of the best plumbers in the area. And before anybody says anything about plumbers, I worked with this young man and his father for one summer as a plumber's assistant. And don't ever, as a matter of fact, if you have any friends on earth, make sure one of them is a plumber. Because you have no idea when you're going to need them. Hi, welcome to the show. March Madness is in full swing. Huggy Bear is in full concentration over there, so we'll get with him. I mean, he is in fix-it mode right now. I appreciate him. Old Man Huggy Productions is going to be in charge of the video for On the Air with Mike Allen, and we're just getting that started. He has come off a very long week at South by Southwest. We're getting all of our equipment together and get a list together so we can get this thing hardwired, and he is the man to do the job. And we're having a little trouble, I guess. What is it, reading an IP, Joe?
Well, it's just Ustream being difficult and wanting more money, basically, at this point, from what it seems like. To use an extra camera, they're saying to select them, it just costs more and costs more.
Well, we've got the Pro. You're signed into the Pro.
Well, I'm signed in as the Pro, but I have to have the Pro producer. Does that make sense? So a Pro account, but then there's two more apps on top of it.
Because the other guy, well, we'll figure it out.
The amount of money they want is too damn high.
I mean, we might use another platform.
I have the box that swaps my input into, makes it to where it's like I bought this box, makes it to where I can transfer it through and still run it through, and I can hook up a bunch of cameras. It's literally just not wanting to find the video source. So we're trying to find loopholes.
So we're working on it. Hi, Danny Blaze.
No
Finish packing.
Diva.
Yeah, she's leaving me. She's leaving us.
She's going to Boston.
She's going to Boston.
Austin, Massachusetts.
She's gonna go stuff her face with Pepperidge Farm.
Actually, she'll talk about it probably later. But right now, today it was 70 degrees, sunny. We were out working in the yard today. It was a great day.
What was she wearing?
She was wearing a bikini top and Daisy Duke cutoff shorts. And yes, it was just as good as I described it.
Oh.
I know.
That's awful.
Yeah, right? You need to go clean yourself out there, Patrick? You need to,
maybe.
Holy cow. And she'll be flying into Boston, and the last time we checked Boston, it was 38 degrees and snow and lows. And
It's not supposed to snow on Saturday.
You know what we need to do while she's up there? We just need to like send her text messages that
We should
basically just
have a
have pictures of how warm it is down here.
Exactly. You know what we should have? We should have a sausage party since she's not here.
You know what we should really do? We should film me having sex in her bed. I think that'd be cool.
Mad Mike, ladies and gentlemen. The one, the only Mad Mike. All right.
Sports!
Have you been paying attention to the bracket at all, Patrick?
Kind of, sort of. I know University of Kentucky is still undefeated.
Yeah,
they're getting ready to play West Virginia.
My bracket was shot the first. As a matter of fact, the only team I have left is the University of Kentucky.
That's what I didn't make a bracket, but that's
I was
what
done
I
after.
picked.
I was done after round 2. You got to get ice from the.
No. I did read that.
We got to get up early, young lady.
I'm debating if I should.
I am not gonna be.
I have to be up by 3:50.
Well, I'm sleeping because I got to drive, and then I got a full day tomorrow.
But I'm saying, like, by the time I fall asleep, it'll be like almost 2 in the morning. So at this
Womp
point, I'm
womp.
to sleep.
You just sleep on the plane.
I'm getting drunk on the plane. They serve
Apparent-
alcohol that early. Fuck it.
Apparently, it's real easy to get drunk on the airplane, and
No,
that
it's like even easier to get drunk on the
it's
plane.
just expensive. But no, like I was reading, like out of all the like the millions of brackets that were made, 14 up to like the Sweet 16 were spot on. Like every single pick that they made was correct.
I was done week 2. I was done the second round.
I've heard that before.
I mean, I picked. Here are my picks.
Heyo.
Here are my picks. I picked Villanova to win, so they won. I picked LSU to beat NC State. They lost. I picked Northern Iowa over Wyoming. They won. I picked Louisville. Well, I guess no. I guess well, no. Let me keep going. I picked Louisville over UC Irvine. And then Louisville lost to Northern Iowa. So by the second round, I was done. I mean, I picked Oklahoma. They made it through. I'm sorry. I got 2. Oklahoma and Kentucky.
I'm just taking Kentucky to win the whole thing.
And-
I don't
and-
watch much basketball.
And just for shits and giggles, I picked Robert Morris over Duke. I don't know why I did that. I was just hoping.
You are targeted.
Because you know this. Well, it's gonna. You know it's gonna be Duke, Kentucky. You know that's right. You know it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty much in the cards. But I had Iowa State over UAB. UAB beat them. I had Gonzaga. I had Iowa over Gonzaga in the second round, and Gonzaga won. It's just my second bracket. Right now, the notable teams that are left: Cleveland, Ohio.
What?
Ew.
Will be that was in Cleveland, Ohio. Cincinnati fell to
Kentucky.
University of Kentucky, so they'll be playing West Virginia, and that's tomorrow.
8:45.
That's going to be a good game. Butler fell to Notre Dame, so Notre Dame's still in it, and they'll be playing Wichita State, which beat Kansas,
That was a good game.
and that was an awesome game, 78-65, but it was closer than that.
Yeah.
But so Kansas, one of the favorites to play Kentucky to get into the final. They were trying to set up a Final Four, or at least an Elite 8 with those two, and that's not going to happen because Wichita State gets the win, so they'll be going up against Notre Dame. Wisconsin's on their magical roll. They rolled over Oregon, but they're the number 1 seed, so they should be rolling over everybody. I picked Oregon to beat them actually in the second round because I didn't even have Oregon in the second round. I had Oklahoma State in the second round, beating Wisconsin. So I had Oklahoma State, and then of course you can't go against North Carolina, but I did. And I actually had Arkansas beating North Carolina, and North Carolina won. Georgia State and Xavier. Xavier won that one. So Xavier and Arizona, and this is kind of the bottom half of the West bracket, which no one really cares about, because it looks like right now North Carolina is going to be in the North Carolina. It's probably going to be North Carolina, Arizona in the Elite 8, leading into the Final Four, and that was in the West. Of course, we just went down this one, but I had Lafayette. I had Villanova over Lafayette, and then I had Villanova beating NC State, and NC State won that one. So Louisville and NC State in the East. Dayton against Oklahoma. Oklahoma beat them. Michigan State is the only. That's the other one I had in it. Man, I had 3. I got to look at this closer. I was so pissed off. But I had Michigan State because I'm from Michigan, and Michigan didn't make it in there, so I got to root for State. Of course, I picked Robert Morris over Duke, and Duke is rolling. So it's going to be Duke, Kentucky. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm still taking Kentucky for the whole thing.
Joe, you want to take a break from pounding your head over there?
No, I'm just reading. I didn't hear what the question was.
We're at March Madness.
Oh,
Where's your mic?
if anybody has a chance out there, probably.
Send your boy here. Your 6'7" boy.
We shall call him the Oga.
Yeah, if anything, I'm just going to go with Gonzaga mostly because they're from Spokane, Washington.
Yeah, well, Gonzaga's already out. So.
Yeah, well, there we go. That's how much I know about basketball.
Oh, no, actually, Gonzaga's still in it.
There we go.
They're playing UCLA, yeah.
Yeah, well,
But they'll get beat by Duke.
I don't know.
They'll get beat by Duke.
I mean, as long as, it doesn't matter, it's UCLA. It's
Well, if anybody
LA.
out there would like to call in with your horror stories and your brackets, you can do so, 1-866-225-5401. Or you can reach me at 512. I should have this written down, but I don't. But I'm going to right now.
In other news, Jorg Vanderpuig is still the number one player of Spoopel. If you know what that sport is. Pretty important deal. Just not here, mostly in Sweden. Very important sport.
Let me get you that
Look
other
it up.
number here. What is it?
What?
Spupel?
Spoopel?
Oh, we should also tell the listeners, feel free to call in and wish Danger Davis a happy birthday. Ladies.
Or don't. Crush him emotionally.
Are you free for after show dates, Danger Davis?
Depends on who calls. And how much I've been drinking.
Any ladies or men in the Austin area sometime after midnight, give us a call.
The number that you can call here locally is 512-539-0357. All right.
Awkward silences.
Awkward silence. So I'm over here trying to forward the number.
I'm confused because
I
we're
probably
talking about
should-
basketball. It's a sport I literally know nothing
Know
about.
nothing about?
Yes.
So how about hockey?
Well, ain't you special?
Yeah!
Well, I tell you what, we'll get into hockey because they're getting into the playoffs. We got a lot of teams about ready to get into the
Well, I mean,
playoffs.
it's been the playoffs for like the past 20 years.
Stick around. We got comedian Mark Glatt joining the show here in in the last segment of the hour, plus our own paranormal expert, Heather Bumpus, at the top of the hour. Then later on tonight, when all the kids are asleep and the adults are ready to rock and roll, we get in bed with Miss Danny Blaze. Stick around. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Even though we sometimes would not get a thing, we were happy with the joy the day would bring. Sneaking out the back door, hang out with those.
Who's the candy man? Why, Brian Smiley, of course. Brian Smiley Candy Company. There you'll find aisles and aisles of every candy imaginable. Brian Smiley Candy Company is located at 35 Industrial Parkway in Woburn, Massachusetts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. or call them at 781-935-1660. Brian Smiley is the candy man.
Night Talk with Joe Rocks. 10 p.m. Eastern Thursdays is now on Ustream TV. Spreaker for replays and live. On Live 365 exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
Coming this spring, Mark Production Enterprises presents.
I need to get something going on. Perro tells me many good things about you guys, so I will get right to the point. My brother-in-law was recently arrested. The day they took him in, he had a large shipment of skins coming in through Morelos near Mexico City. Find the shipment, deliver it to our contact, collect your money, and retire.
This place is nuts.
Believe me, you got no idea.
Walter Perez.
Se verá mucho más bonita en persona que en sus fotos. Don't you ever get lonely?
Sometimes. But I have my family.
And starring Charlie Coons and Adal Ramones.
Asegúrate que todo esté listo.
And award-winning actor William Forsythe.
They're gone.
You need to deliver everything to Juarez.
They want the entire shipment found and delivered to them in 72 hours so they will kill them both.
We'll get them back. One way or the other, this will work out.
Star in The Road to Juarez. World premiere August 22nd in Los Angeles, California, and Austin, Texas.
This is over. They gotta get all their money lock, stock, and barrel. You want to throw down with me?
Stay tuned to ARM Radio Global for your opportunity to win a golden ticket and a chance to experience the premiere as a VIP. For your chance to win, listen to On the Air with Mike Allen every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Armed Radio Global.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at Route106Motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. Route106Motors.com.
Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com.
Ever have a computer issue that you can't figure out? Is your computer running slow, locking up, or giving you the blue screen of death? Now you have a store that not only can diagnose your rig, but if needed, upgrade that tired old workhorse. Centex Computers in Hutto is equipped not only to fix your computer, but give you an honest analysis of what needs to be fixed. Let's face it, your home computer is not only convenient, it's essential for your home or your office to stay in touch in this new virtual world. Now you have a place to take your computer for honest and reliable service. Visit www.centexcomputers.com for locations and times. Centex Computers Hutto is the official computer experts for On the Air with Mike Allen. Welcome back to the show. Remember, tonight you may win a golden ticket. We've already had 2 winners of golden tickets on the air with Mike Allen. These are brought to you by Tecate Light and, of course, yours truly. You can win a ticket by tweeting to Mike Allen _OTA, hashtag Armed Radio, or email me at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com. If you do, you could win. If you're listening to the rebroadcast of the show, which a lot of you do, you can do the same thing, because I monitor the tweets and everything else. So if you'd like to call in tonight, 866-225-5401 or 512-539-0537. If you'd like to weigh in on your bracket and how great it was, or how sucky it was. Mine, of course, was sucky. Welcome back. We got Mad Mike and Danger Davis. Danny Blaze is supposed to be packing, but she's over here. She's already finished packing?
I had to jump a little bit, but I got it all in there.
You got to jump, and you're not going to break my bag, are you?
No.
So,
phrasing!
How many sex toys are you bringing with you on this trip?
That was none of your business.
right, so I guarantee you at least one checked luggage is literally nothing.
This is early in the show, man. We got that stuff's later.
Nothing but sports equipment.
That's later.
got her
man.
sports equipment.
We still got kids that are awake now around.
Wait, what? Isn't it way past their bedtime?
All right, hockey.
Not on the West Coast.
Let's talk about hockey.
Hockey.
Yes,
Hockey.
a sport that's awesome. And stuff.
Where is hockey? ESPN.
All right, I got it
NHL.
pulled up. The Eastern Conference. Number 1 is the Canadians. Boo. Followed by the Lightning. Boo. And then number 3 is the Red Wings, the only team that matters in the whole entire Eastern Conference. In the Metropolitan, the top 3, we have the New York Rangers, followed by the Islanders and the Penguins. All teams I really dislike. Especially the Penguins. I honestly, I can't say like anything that ever came from Pennsylvania in the history of ever. I mean,
Well, besides
the whole freedom part.
Besides, the whole, birth of our country and everything, and
Yeah, but I mean, we kind of birthed it in other
Constitutional
places.
Congress, Plymouth Rock,
Merca,
Bacon.
Yeah, Bacon's definitely not from.
No, I'm just if we're talking about America, I'm
first
just
capital
saying
of the
bacon.
United States, Philadelphia.
I mean, the only one that matters
Steel.
is like the Texas capital or whatever.
Steelers.
Oh, I tell you what. We're gonna have, and don't go blurting out the answer, Mike. God dang it!
Wait, what?
If somebody can either tweet, or call in, or email me the answer to this question, you will win a golden ticket and a custom rolling cooler, custom Tecate cooler full of Tecate or Tecate Light.
Yummy.
So here we go. Here's the question.
Lay it on us.
And don't blurt it out. If you know it, just keep your mouth shut.
Because I'm gonna know.
Yeah, ogre guy.
What was the original name of Austin, Texas?
No, don't blurt it out.
Don't blurt it out. Don't blurt it out. If you know the answer, we will reveal the answer at the right before Danny Blaze's segment later on. But if you know this answer, what was the original village that was in Austin? What was the name of that original village? I know Mike's just going. I got it.
Honestly, I'm just gonna take a guess here. It's probably something Mexican.
Don't say it.
I mean,
It was Tecate.
We'll give hints.
Actually,
everybody that's good on Google's probably already got it now anyway.
I actually don't know. That's why I'm going with probably something Mexican, considering, I don't know, we live in Texas where half of everything either has a Czech name, a German name, or a Spanish name. So,
That's true.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, but if you know the answer to that, call us 866-225-5401, 512-539-0537, or tweet at MikeAllen_OTA, hashtag it armed radio, that way I'll be able to see it on my tweet deck, or email me.
Nacho Tejas.
My tweet deck.
How about them senators though?
Because I have
They got a 7-week win streak.
Ottawa sucks.
Are you laughing because I have a tweet deck? Because
I'm sorry. A what?
A man can be very proud of his deck. It could be a big deck. It could be a little deck.
Or in your case, a poop deck.
Sometimes in sunny afternoons, you'll start up a barbecue and invite people to come over and sit on your deck.
Are there supposed to be children?
I'm talking about a deck.
I know. Well, I mean, I was talking about sports
Is your
equipment.
deck made of rich mahogany?
There's wine coolers.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with going over to your neighbor's house and sitting on their deck.
Yeah, but don't bring your children with you.
Yeah, I'd say it's kind of weird when children start showing
Well,
up
in
on
some
your deck.
countries, it's legal for children to sit on a deck.
Or if you live in Arkansas, it's okay if your sister sits on your deck.
You can invite. In some states, you can invite your family to come over to sit on your
it's
deck.
all right.
And you can just sit out there in your deck all day long.
I mean, it's always a shame when you show up and you see like overran shrubs around somebody's deck. I mean, that just never.
Yeah. Get them chainsaws. Clean up that shrubbery around the deck.
Or when the weeds come out of the deck.
Repaint your deck.
On my 2-week vacation that I just came back from, when I went and visited Java, believe it or not, they have decks by the ocean, and that's actually, it was a time of year when all the crabs come and, on the island and do crab things. So, dude, I was just chilling. There was crabs on the deck everywhere. I didn't know what was going on.
You don't want crabs on the deck.
All I remember is I came back with a beard and a weird tattoo.
Or sometimes if you have a real bad varnish job and in the hot sun, it'll bubble up and you'll have blisters on your deck. And you don't want blisters on your deck. That's a bad thing. You have to.
Well, you got to be careful too, because if your deck isn't well protected,
What, y'all how did hockey turn to
I have no
deck
idea.
maintenance?
We just kind of went off.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, here's the whole thing with if we're going to be talking about decks here, you don't want to you want to make sure you have a thorough protectant on your deck, because if not, it can actually get swollen and start to warp. And that
is
a
true.
problem.
Always protect your deck.
You always make sure your deck is well protected.
Always protect your
From
deck.
the elements, from people.
Sometimes you may even want to stain your deck.
Oh, exactly.
That's a specialty deck.
A rich, dark color.
Someone like the color of this room.
Christ almighty, it's like I'm sitting here playing cards with my brother's kids or something. You nerve-wracking sons of bitches.
Let's get.
What are we, your brother's kids?
Let's get back to. I don't even know what we're talking about. I mean, we're in Texas. Who gives a crap about hockey, really?
Or Texas Relay.
Not even Texas Relays. I mean,
they're ruining my birthday.
I will tell you about the launch of our website. I did call Registry today, and they redirected it. And so within tomorrow, check it. Our website for the show, www.ontheairwithmikeallen.com. Our webmaster, Danger Davis, has been working tirelessly, misspelling words.
Yeah, I went and looked through it. I think because I was just trying to hurry up and get it typed up while I was eating pizza.
What is Gobly?
Don't ask.
I'm Radio Gobly.
As I typed it, that it would. I figured that it would just autocorrect.
Just autocorrect, yeah.
Typing from my thing, apparently not. I went through weather global was spelled wrong, and I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. And I have a high school degree.
In his
diploma.
A diploma.
In his defense, he is currently drunk and was drunk while doing all the web design. And did you call him a webmaster? Because that is technically not his title. It should be more like Webmaster Bader.
That's why I have Mike on here. See?
If he wasn't too busy sitting on Mad Mike's deck, he would have got it done faster.
Yeah, if he wasn't sitting on Mike's deck.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
In public, out behind his house.
Original Party Deck, brought to you by Mad Mike.
By Mad Mike.
Available at Walmart.
I feel like you need to get a party deck for the backyard. Just saying. Then the dogs can be all over your deck.
See,
this isn't Mexico. We're not going to have dogs and donkeys on our deck.
Hey, we're not the Al-Qaeda, okay? We don't need... sheep
so,
on our deck.
All right, so speaking of that, listeners, today for my birthday, had to go get my license renewed. And I know everybody's thinking, but Danger Davis, why don't you just do it online? It's so much easier. My old picture looks terrible because me, Mad Mike, Alex, your son, we all decided while we were drunk, hey, let's shave our heads and stuff like that. And I ended up getting pulled over that night, and I had to go... I got a ticket for not having my glasses on, so the officer was like, yeah, just go to the DMV, have it taken off. And so I go there, get it taken. I look like I'm bald almost because my hair is growing, and
Do you have the picture?
Yeah, I'll pull it up. I'll show you. It's on Facebook.
Did you just pull out your Jimmy?
Yeah, he pulled his ball, his stuff out between his thing. But yeah, so I decided I was like,
Mike, there's a reason why we have you on the show, but sometimes you gotta just temper it, man.
I just recently discovered there's a hole in my shorts. So doing what any good friend would do, I had to show Danger Davis. It's cheap bubblegum, man.
Yeah. So
I've lost total control.
No. So basically, I figured, I was like, I got a sweet beard now, so I'm going to go get that on my picture for my license.
We've abandoned all hope. We're just talking. We're just shooting.
I look terrible.
We're just shooting the shit right now.
You saw it. TSA is going to have a field day with me when I go try to get on an airplane.
They're like, we're going to need backup.
I'm going to be like, My name says
when you
Patrick
stretch,
Davis.
right when you get up before you go through the metal detector, act like you're tired and you're stretching and go, Allah Akbar. And see what happens.
That's what I told that's what I told my mom. I'd be like, I'm going to be like, Allah Akbar, thank you, come again. She's like, you're going to prison.
No, I've actually been like stopped and like searched for like extra screening, and I'm like, really? I'm like, I see what you're doing here, dude. You just want Big Bertha to come over here and touch me. I don't know what you're into, but I don't have a lot of time for this. That's why I get to the airport an hour and a half early instead of an hour early, because apparently I look very suspicious. Or they want to touch
or they're real hot and they just want to, you know.
What's going to be really, really hilarious when Patrick, you know...
Dude, you've touched her tits like 3 times since she's walked in. Leave her 4 times.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, man.
Dude, no matter how many times you invite her over to your house, she's not going to sit on your deck. Ever.
I'm that kind of lady.
She's not going to sit
She
on
woke up into
your
my
deck.
pool naked, though.
I mean,
She's
if
not
anything,
gonna sit on
I mean,
your deck.
what's going to happen, and this is thinking about it, Patrick, you can probably use your beard as a pickup line. You could be like, say, girl, you from Baghdad? Because you should bag that ass up. Straight up. I think that's a possible.
All right, that was a pretty good one. Be like, excuse me, lady. Wait, how'd the joke go again? Because I want to do it in that voice.
Are you from
Are you from Baghdad? Because you should. I can't even do it.
Baghdad
You
ass
should Baghdad ass up on my deck.
Come sit on my dick. I've got a beautiful mahogany dick.
It has a wonderful view.
I've seen all of y'all's decks and they're not really up to par.
Oh
You've never seen my deck.
I have seen your deck.
I had it covered when we jumped into the pool.
Yeah, I did a front flip. It was awesome. You guys all suck.
We pretty much we got hammered the other weekend and we all got naked and jumped in the pool.
In my defense, I wasn't even that drunk.
I wasn't either.
Don't judge me.
Maybe that's not my defense.
Food.
Don't tell my grandma.
I've got a
yeah, it was pretty awesome.
I've got a new toy over here that I'm playing with.
So does your hot roommate.
I would just like to
Danny.
I would just like to tell you, Patrick, Danger Davis.
Yeah,
what? What do we?
How would you like to suck my balls?
What did you say?
Yeah, I did. I sent him a text that said happy birthday, lots of expletives, blah blah blah. Suck.
Yeah, talk over the sound bite there, douche. God.
It wasn't my fault.
Hey, kids are not asleep yet.
They're not asleep yet.
You can't be dropping D words while we're talking about decks.
Can't do it. All right, coming up in the next segment.
I'm looking up current events.
Check this
Coming up in the next segment, comedian Mark Glatt will be showing.
We know
What the hell?
Patrick's been looking up. Because that's all based on your search history.
Oh my goodness.
Not been looking up.
Mark Glatt's coming up next. Stick around. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Is your wife wicked hot? Or is she just cold? Do you just want to take a hot shower? Call Savino Mechanical for all your heating, hot water, and cooling needs. Savino Mechanical has been servicing Greater Boston and Southern New Hampshire for over a quarter century. Quality 24-hour service, reasonable rates, satisfaction guaranteed, licensed and insured. And remember, at Savino Mechanical, we are not comfortable until you are. Call Savino Mechanical today at 1-855-624-4280. That's 1-855-624-4280. Savino Mechanical.
Attention World of Tank gamers. Armed and its affiliated divisions are recruiting entire clans and tankers. Armed, the largest and most progressive gaming community on the World of Tanks gaming platform. Now on 3 servers. To join, visit www.armedtanks.net or hashtag need a toaster. Toast that, bitches.
Are Are you ready to take your webpage to the next level? Go to icegram.com and download for free all the tools you will need to enhance your webpage content for potential customers, clients, or fans. Capture leads, call your audience to action, skyrocket conversation and engagement with action bars, pop-ups, toast notifications, message boxes, overlays, and sidebars. Head on over to icegram.com for your free download. That's icegram.com. Bottom line, you'll love it. It's almost summertime, and nothing helps cool you off better than a cold, refreshing Tecate Light. Mark Production Enterprises, in partnership with Tecate Light and On the Air with Mike Allen, would like to give away a custom Tecate Light cooler along with a golden ticket to the April 24th world premiere of Road to Juarez. Listen every Wednesday night to On the Air with Mike Allen. Then tweet the show at MikeAllen_OTA, #ArmedRadio, or email at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com for your chance to win. The chances to win are limited, so act now. Mark Production Enterprises, Armed Radio Global, and Tecate Light remind you to drink responsibly.
Who's the Candy Man? Why, Brian Smiley, of course. Brian Smiley Candy Company. There you'll find aisles and aisles of every candy imaginable. Brian Smiley Candy Company is located at 35 Industrial Parkway in Woburn, Massachusetts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. or call them at 781-935-1660. Brian Smiley is the Candy Man.
Night Talk with Joe Rocks, 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays, is now on Ustream TV. Spreaker for replays and live. On Live 365, exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
I was Lacey.
She literally will not do anything. If you even get closer, she'll run away.
I thought that was someone opening the door.
All right, welcome back to the show. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by E24.com. Put your zip code in your phone on the free app that you can download from the iTunes or the Google Play. Put in your zip code. They'll find a restaurant near you that will deliver food to you. It's like having a food truck in your pants. And Centex Computers of Hutto. They will build a computer for you. They will fix a computer you already have. Or if you have an iPhone or iPad and you just got some slippery fingers because, build something that's worth $600-700, and let's make it out of glass. So when you drop it, it'll break.
Haters gonna hate.
That's about every cell phone out there. Haters gonna hate. Make it slippery and out of glass. Anyway, take it down there. Steve will fix it for you. Man, he'll get it done. He will get it done. All right, welcome back. We are going to go to the... we're going to go to our guest. Also, your chance to win a golden ticket. Email me at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com. Or you can... tweet me at Mike Allen. My mind's going blank. At MikeAllen_OTA for your chance to win a golden ticket. That's the Road to Juarez. It's going to be premiering April 24th. When you get a golden ticket, that gives you a chance to either walk the red carpet with the stars of the show, have a private viewing, and then go to the after party. And possibly get a walk-on role in the next Mark Productions Enterprises movie. It's pretty cool. Plus, if you win a golden ticket from On the Air with Mike Allen, you will get a cooler of Tecate and Tecate Light, or a bottle of Tequine, which is kind of a flavored tequila, would you say? Something like that? That is really good. Cesar Ramirez was in here from Mark Productions, and he was feeding us that stuff like it was water, and it went down like water. All right, let's get Mark Glatt on the phone. Now joining me live on the Ring Central Celebrity Hotline. Let's see if we'll pick up the phone. Please welcome to the show, Mark Glatt, comedian and musician.
What's up?
How you doing, Mark?
All right, cool, man. Yeah, just downtown in Austin right now. Just leaving from an open mic right now. How about yourself?
Open mic at the Velveeta Room?
Tonight was at the Austin Java.
Ah, Austin Java. Okay, good deal. Did you kill it?
It was a pretty. I feel pretty good about how I did. It's a pretty. It's an open mic audience. I thought so. For an open mic, pretty good audience. I feel pretty good about how it went.
Good deal. Now, it says here you came from Chicago. Are you a Bears fan?
I keep hoping that there's some improvement. I remember it was the Super Bowl of 2007. We were all pretty excited, and What kind of football teams do you like?
Well, I like the Detroit Lions. So if you're a Bears fan, we're division rivals.
Yeah,
we haven't had much success over there.
Cool too, though. I think I remember seeing Tim Allen on Leno dressed as one of the Lions. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, well, he's a big Lions fan. He's from Michigan. Tim Allen is. So, all right. So you had an open mic night. How long have you been a stand-up comedian? How long have you been? How long have you been a stand-up comedian?
Well, the first time I got up on stage as a comedian was in October of 2009. And for the first few years, I think I was doing it on and off, kind of still learning how it's done as a comedian and everything. But it's really during like this last year or two that I really feel a lot better, because I feel a lot better about how I've done during the last 2 years. Because then, you find out what's funny, what isn't. You learn kind of like some basic rules of what does and doesn't work in comedy.
Well, what are some of those rules?
Well, like networking is very important. Being how you network with other people and everything. Making friends and everything, and also really just the basics of comedy to make sure you go to those open mics, you bring up the material, and you keep track of what does and doesn't work. And then if you think you've got maybe 5 minutes of material that does kill at enough open mics on a good night, and then then you're ready to perform at a showcase. And that's just the first part. The second part, as far as going on the showcase, is just, you don't just go up and be like, hey, I want to be on the showcase. You got to get to know the people who run the showcases and everything. That's one of the things. If you go up to somebody and you're just like, hey, I want to be on your show, that's not going to get you on a guy's show. It's very important, to just be patient, be calm and everything, and eventually somebody will say, hey, I like what I see up there, you want to be part of the show, and you can be like, yeah.
So what venues have you worked down in Austin?
Okay, so let's see. I was part of this show at the Skylark Lounge. It's at the intersection of Airport Boulevard and MLK Drive. It's a once-a-month show. I think they do it like the last Sunday of every month. But more recently, I was part of the Normal show at the Cantina Room. And then a couple weeks ago, I was involved in a show at the Gatsby. And it was pretty cool because the Normal show, people meeting, talk about their views on the legalization of marijuana and everything. And had different people speaking. And then it was kind of interesting because it wasn't entirely a comedy show. You start out with the people actually being very serious about their views, and then putting into comedy, which is pretty cool mixture and everything. But the Gatsby, that was just all comedy, and both shows were fun to be a part of.
So what are your plans for the future? How can people get a hold of you? Maybe to catch a show or just see some of your material?
Well, let's see. There actually is this video that, if you actually do type in Mark Glatt on YouTube, the first video that should pop up is the set that I did at the Skylark show, and that's the video I try to push the most. I will admit that I did I did botch one of the jokes at the end of the video, but I was able to rebound. But it's really the only comedy video I feel good about. I've uploaded some videos of some songs that I did, some by myself, some songs I did with people back when I was playing music. Hope to get back into it eventually. And then, my name on Facebook is Mark N. Glatt. So right now I don't have anything set up, but I'm always working to. I'm always looking to be part of some shows and everything.
Doing open mics. Well, doing open mics is a way to get your name out there. Have you ever worked the Velveeta Room?
I've been there a couple of times. That is definitely one of my goals. I do know some people who work that show, and again, that's one of those shows where you kind of just gotta know the people there, and they know that. I mean, I know a few people who work the Velveeta Room and everything, and pretty soon I could be. I'm stuttering way too much during this interview. I'm sorry about that.
Nah, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. You're good to go. Well, where are you playing next? You got something lined up?
Well, right now, mostly these open mics. I'm gonna be to the C-Note open mic in a few weeks. So I'm gonna go on Friday, and that's pretty cool open mic. It's Friday night, pretty. It's pretty cool area. It's off of East Cesar Chavez Road. But so I mean, I try to do showcases. I think last year, I think I probably did maybe probably about 12. I was about a total of 12 shows in 2014, which was it's definitely a record for me. Definitely a record.
So where do you see yourself in a year?
Where do I see myself in a year from now? Every year I like to think that got a little bit funnier because, well, definitely I would getting it funnier every year, but each year you find maybe I find myself with maybe another 5 minutes of material at least that I can add on to my set, because right now I'll be going to these shows where I'll be asked to do about maybe 5 to 10 minutes right now, and whenever I get on any of these shows, it's really because the same way just about anyone gets on a show, I know the person who's running the show. There are a lot of shows I'd like to be a part of. The thing is, I don't know the people who run the shows. But at that Inspire Pro show we met at, I did meet. I met Chris True. It'd be pretty cool to be on one of his shows because he's involved.
Well, he's always looking for
shows I like to go to, and
he's always looking for talent. That's a good guy to network with. He's a good man. He's been on my show here a couple of times talking about not only Inspire Pro, but his the theater group that he's got together, the New Movement, and they're pretty good.
Yes, and so as I was talking about earlier about the networking thing, I'm not going to go up to Chris and be like, "Hey, I like wrestling. Also, put me on your show." It's definitely a process.
No, you get to know him, and then you get to know him, and then maybe invite him to something that you're doing. Yeah, it's all network. It's all who you know. Is what I'm finding out in the center. It's up to who you know, and you treat everybody with respect. You treat everybody with kindness. You find out what limits that they can provide for you, and then you don't expect any more, and you don't complain about it when they can't give you any more. You just move on to the next open door. So, well, awesome. What did you think about that Inspire Pro show? I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, they got a little. Oh my gosh, I've never seen a wrestling show get as brutal as that main event did. I mean, the guy took a pair of scissors and
stabbed him in the head. Yeah, it was supposed to be a hardcore match. It was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, I thought you did a good job. You stepped in.
Saving Brandon Stroud's ass. Yeah. I tell you what, though, I'm not
about respect. I mean, that other. Sorry, what's the other announcer's name again?
Brandon Stroud.
Yeah, again, I mean, Lance. It's not the not the kind of person you want to disrespect, especially if he's probably. I mean, that's. I mean, he's a pretty big guy and everything, and
he's big.
Disrespecting.
He's even
Lance,
bigger when you're in the ring. I wasn't about ready. I was ready to do my job and announce the wrestlers. And next thing I know, Ricky Starks comes flying over the top rope just like a bag of potatoes. And I'm like, what the hell? I was lucky to get out of there with my life.
Man, when he just hit the floor like that.
I was lucky to get out of there with my life. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
and again, like I thought it was and then that Steve-O Gigolo match was pretty funny.
Oh,
And
my God, it was awesome, wasn't it?
a link to one of my videos, and at the show he told me that he thought he told me he thought I was funny, and that meant a lot. Even though Steve is a wrestler and not a comedian, it still meant a lot, because I'm a huge fan of this guy, and he's funny as a wrestler, and the fact that he thought that I was funny, like, really, like, that meant a lot.
Oh, Steve's got a great character. I mean, he's one of the superstars of the Inspire Pro, for sure, with a roster full of superstars. I don't think there's, I've never been a part of or ever watched a professional wrestling promotion that's got that much talent. They're all in the same sheet of music. It's well organized. It's put together unbelievably. It was a joy. It was an honor for them to ask me to step in for Brandon and save him from getting his. Even though I almost got my butt kicked from Lance Hoyt, and I don't want to cross that guy either. That guy's crazy. Well, good deal. Well, where are you up to next? Just doing some more open mics?
For now, I'm working and recording some music right now. I mean, I haven't performed any live music since January of 2014, but eventually hoping to get back.
And what's the name of your band?
Yeah, every now and then. I'm sorry?
What's the name of your band?
Well, let's see. Currently, I'm not in a band right now, but the bands that you can find me on YouTube, I've part of this band called the Red Checked Shirts, the Red Checked, CHECKED shirts, and we uploaded a song called BB Queen that I was doing the drums on. That was a fun song to be part of. And then I uploaded more recently. I uploaded a piano instrumental version of "Come Out and Play" by The Offspring.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll check you out. Yeah. So you can find you on Facebook at Mark Glatt. What is it, Mark?
Well, if you type in Mark Glatt, you'll get my uncle's page. But if you want to find me, Mark, and then just my middle initial N, Glatt. I just put that in there because
to separate it. Mark N. Glatt on Facebook if you're out there and you want a comedian, or if you're out there and you want to fill a roster, contact him on Facebook. Also, if you want to go to YouTube and type in Mark Glatt, his videos will come up and you can check him out. Well, thanks for coming on the show, brother.
Not all of them are very flattering, but
hey, you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? And it's not the destination. You got to enjoy the journey.
Thanks. Yeah, and this is my first time being on a podcast interview. That was one of my goals.
I'm glad to. I'm glad to. Well, I tell you what. Let's have you back. Let's have you as a regular guest. Does that sound good?
That would be amazing. But I'll probably stutter a lot less.
I tell you what. Will you come back on the show anytime? You have an open invite. If you got something coming up, if you got an opening or you're working a show and you want to promote it, you contact me. We'll get you on and let you have a segment. How about that?
Dude, that would be awesome, man.
Hey, man, anytime, brother. And I'll see you at Inspire Pro.
I'll see you. I'll be at the next Inspire Pro.
Absolutely. All right.
I'll be at Anarchy.
Well, I don't go to the Anarchy ones too much anymore. I might head down there and check them out again. I go to Inspire Pro mostly here locally. But all right, guys, it's Mark M. Glatt. You can find him on Facebook. N. Glatt. N like in November.
Yeah.
Mark N. Glatt. You can find him on Facebook. Find him on YouTube. Thanks for coming on the show, Mark. We'll talk to you later, okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, brother. All right, joining us on the Ring Central Celebrity Hotline, Mark N. Glatt. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, we have in studio OTA paranormal expert Heather Bumpus. She's going to line out what we're going to be doing this summer in the heat of the Texas sun. It's going to involve some graveyards, maybe. I actually have a lead on the hotel in Taylor. I know I didn't tell you before the show because I wanted you to have that surprise look that you have on your face right now. Also, at 11 o'clock, once the kiddos are in bed, Mom and Dad, you can sit around and listen to our own Danny Blaze. Tonight's topic is going to be deep and penetrating. All right, stick around. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Who's the candy man? Why, Brian Smiley, of course. Brian Smiley Candy Company. There you'll find aisles and aisles of every candy imaginable. Brian Smiley Candy Company is located at 35 Industrial Parkway in Woburn, Massachusetts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. or call them at 781-935-1660. Brian Smiley is the candy man.
Coming this spring, Mark Production Enterprises presents.
I need to get something going on. Perro tells me many good things about you guys, so I will get right to the point. My brother-in-law was recently arrested. The day they took him in, he had a large shipment of skins coming in through Morelos near Mexico City. Find the shipment, deliver it to our contact, collect your money, and retire.
This place is nuts.
With me, you got no idea.
Walter Perez.
Se verá mucho más bonita en persona que en sus fotos. Don't you ever get lonely?
Sometimes, but I have my family.
And starring Charlie Coons and Adal Ramones.
Asegúrate que todo esté listo.
And award-winning actor William Forsythe.
They're gone.
You need to deliver everything to Juarez.
They want the entire shipment found and delivered to them in 72 hours, so they will kill them both.
We'll get them back. One way or the other, this will work out.
Star in The Road to Juarez. World premiere August 22nd in Los Angeles, California and Austin, Texas.
This is over. They better get all their money lock, stock, and barrel. You want to throw down with me?
Stay tuned to ARM Radio Global for your opportunity to win a golden ticket and a chance to experience the premiere as a VIP. For your chance to win, listen to On the Air with Mike Allen every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Armed Radio Global.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at Route106Motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. Route106Motors.com.
Are you ready to take your webpage to the next level? Go to icegram.com and download for free all the tools you will need to enhance your webpage content for potential customers, clients, or fans. Capture leads, call your audience to action, skyrocket conversation and engagement with action bars, pop-ups, toast notifications, message boxes, overlays, and sidebars. Head on over to icegram.com for your free download. That's icegram.com. Bottom line, you'll love it.
Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com.
It's almost summertime, and nothing helps cool you off better than a cold, refreshing Tecate Light. Mark Production Enterprises, in partnership with Tecate Light and On the Air with Mike Allen, would like to give away a custom Tecate Light cooler along with a golden ticket to the April 24th world premiere of Road to Juarez. Listen every Wednesday night to On the Air with Mike Allen. Then tweet the show at MikeAllen_OTA, #ArmedRadio, or email at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com for your chance to win. The chances to win are limited, so act now. Mark Production Enterprises, Armed Radio Global, and Tecate Light remind you to drink responsibly. Ever have a computer issue that you can't figure out? Is your computer running slow, locking up, or giving you the blue screen of death? Now you have a store that not only can diagnose your rig, but if needed, upgrade that tired old workhorse. Centex Computers in Hutto is equipped not only to fix your computer, but give you an honest analysis of what needs to be fixed. Let's face it, your home computer is not only convenient, it's essential for your home or your office to stay in touch in this new virtual world. Now you have a place to take your computer for honest and reliable service. Visit www.centexcomputers.com for locations and times. Centex Computers Hutto is the official computer experts for On the Air with Mike Allen.
Looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed boy.
Hey everybody, Heather Bumpus here. Join me every Wednesday night as we explore ghosts, spirits, and all the things that go bump in the night. Like my page, OTA Paranormal on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter at HBumpus, #ArmRadio. Listen on the air with Mike Allen every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Arm Radio Global.
Trisha all them did like a shit ton.
Yeah, and I did about.
All right, had to play that for Heather. She's over. I cut a commercial. And I'll get that to you, Joe, if you're listening. Oh my goodness! Talk about a first segment. Just, I mean, other than Mark Glatt coming in here and saving our ass. Well, we had a guest that was supposed to. Well, it was kind of a last minute thing, and then he had a date night with his wife. And that, I'm telling you right now, if you're married and you tell somebody you're going to do something and you remember that you have a date night with your wife, the date night with your wife takes precedence over everything. You can tell the other guys to pound sand. Because if Mama ain't... Well, first of all, if you're stupid enough not to know that the second week of February, Sunday, is the Super Bowl, and you plan something, a date night with your wife on the Super Bowl, then you deserve to miss the Super Bowl.
You must have done a pretty shitty job at Christmas.
I'm telling you what, if you're giving up the Super Bowl, hey, move over and closer to the mic, man. Easy, way back there.
He bumps in the back corner.
Can't put Danny in the corner.
No one puts Danny in the corner.
No one puts Danny in the corner.
When we tried to do that.
Real quick, tonight's broadcast brought to you by Eat24.com. Download the app from Google Play or the iTunes Store. Put it on your smartphone. Click on that bad boy. When you're anywhere and you don't know where to go to eat, put in your zip code. See if they can find a restaurant for you to bring food to you. It's like having a food truck in your pants. Also, Centex Computers. You don't like the food truck in your pants, Heather? I'm just saying. It's just like having a food truck in your pants.
I mean, download the app with this.
Making sausages. Also, Centex Computers, they're responsible for my computer that we're broadcasting from right now. They'll also custom build a computer for you. They'll fix the one you have, or they'll fix your iTunes or iPad or iPhone or whatever glass $600 phone that you buy that crashes to the ground and shatters into a million pieces because you didn't buy Gorilla Gear for it to keep it safe.
Gorilla what?
Or whatever it is. OtterBox. They got Gorilla Gear. They got OtterBox. I like the one that Johnny's got.
I thought you were trying to say Gorilla Glue.
No. The box that Johnny's got for his Samsung's pretty nice. See, I got an OtterBox too, but it's slippery. So
The one that I got him, I got on eBay for $3.
Yeah, and it's a rubber, right?
Yeah.
And it sticks to your thigh when you're...
Yeah, it looks like a tire. Yeah.
Looks like a tire tread. It's pretty cool.
Mine's waterproof.
My phone's already waterproof.
You got the S5?
Yeah, well, my penis is bigger than all of yours in my mind.
Why is it always a penis?
I don't know. We're just comparing boxes.
That's next
My
segment.
box is
That's
bigger
next
than your
segment.
box. My box is waterproof.
That's next segment.
My briefcase because I'll jump in the pool. 3 foot doesn't do anything.
Okay, so
Okay.
are you gonna like tell me what's going on with the hotel?
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm excited.
on the air, paranormal expert Heather Bumpus.
Hello. All right, spill the beans.
Oh, anyway, I went down and found a phone number, old phone number, off that building, and I gave it a call. And after a few calls later, I'm waiting on a return call from the owner of the building.
Oh, so cool.
That is the hotel that's right off Main Street down by the railroad tracks in Taylor, Texas, another building out in Taylor. Of course, we had our paranormal investigation. If you guys would like to help, I started a GoFundMe account called Save 7th Street Hospital. The guy's trying to save it. His grandfather actually built it. It's one of the historical landmarks off 7th Street in Taylor. We actually did an investigation there. Of course, late at night when it was raining and cold. It was
really
awesome.
foggy out.
It was really foggy, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fun.
And it's on my page also.
It's on your OTA Paranormal page?
Yes.
But that was fun, and we got to know the owner there, but we're trying to save that. If you'd like to help out, he needs to raise some money. Even if it's $5. I mean, payday's coming. Throw $5, $6, $10 at it, part of your tithe. If he gets enough money together, then he will be able to start restoration on that building and turn it into a usable historical landmark. So he's looking forward to doing that. So Save 7th Street Hospital is under GoFundMe, and you can help us out there.
Yes, awesome, amazing.
And hopefully we'll get in a hotel. That'd be
Maybe I
awesome.
should skip the hotel because the sanitarium really fucked me up.
The what?
You'll be all right.
The sanitarium.
Not the F word, lady. Jeez. Yes, they can.
It messed
me up.
Potty mouth.
Like,
You're the reason why
like
we have.
gangbanging.
You're the reason why we
Danny.
have the FCC.
Danny Curse.
Danny Blaze curse machine over here.
It's like.
So the hotel really what? I mean,
No, I'm saying the sanitarium really messed me up. So like maybe I should like skip the hotel because isn't the hotel like haunted per se?
I don't know.
But isn't that the rumor that's gone around the people?
Well, that's a rumor. We're going
the
to go
great
find
citizens
out.
of Taylor. Isn't
That's
that the
what.
rumor?
That's what we want to go find out. We want to go see if it's haunted, because that's what we do. That's how we roll.
That is how. Don't do that.
Do you have infrared cameras?
Yeah, I have infrared on my camera.
Wait,
yeah.
Would you want to come to us with that if we can work around your schedule?
Would you ever want to go film pig hunting with me?
Huh?
Basically, he's going to be the first one out the door if anything happens. That's what Huggy said. I'm gone. Cameras and all. I'm taking my equipment and I am out of here.
I'll strap some GoPros to you guys.
You wait in the car with us on the radio?
I'll upload them and
Turn left. No, wait, there's something there. Go right.
That's what I'll do. Get some flares.
Huggy says he's going to walk in
As
here.
long as you light a flare and drop it with every turn we take, I'm fine with it.
Huggy Bear's going to go in there and he's going to hear, "Get out." He's going to be gone.
No, I'm
Where
so
the hell you go, man?
If I would have heard something, I think I would have like cried because I was already like freaking out.
Yeah.
I don't know my body.
Well, I mean, you did get up until upstairs. And that's
It was that
where.
same room.
Yeah, that same room.
Yeah.
And that's where you.
Where'd Davis go? Did he leave?
Yeah, he went to go get new pants apparently.
He can't wear shorts downtown. Apparently.
Yeah, and I'm like the one who actually needs new shorts, considering I got holes in these ones.
No, you're gonna use that to your advantage, you freak.
Well, your ball sack is.
Bunch of D's,
Oh,
man.
hello.
Don't turn around.
I won't.
Oh no, it's like on the underside. We're good.
Okay, we're good.
It's not gonna stop you.
I'm good.
No.
I'm good.
Honestly, see, it's probably a good idea that you guys didn't take me with you, just because like Ghost would be like, he's a dick. We don't like him.
No, you would have been a dick and probably snuck around behind us just whispering so we'd pick up.
You would have been the person that like
we were here and
that starts the ghosts wanting to kill us.
Yeah, that's.
He'd be the one.
He's the guy.
He'd be the ghost adventure guy.
Hey, and-
walking in there going, "Come on," you know.
Yeah, and Scooby Doo, he's the meddling kid, right there, that guy.
All in one.
Don't burn that portrait. It's haunted. And then he'd be like, "What?" And he'd set it on fire. And next thing you know,
All the ghosts
it'd be
will
like frighteners, and there'd be like ghosts underneath the racks. That movie used to scare the crap out of me.
And then when you're in the car, they're hanging out the window, and yeah.
This is what
I
I
was
first
afraid of.
If they come home with us.
I would have pushed him down the hill he slipped on and been gone.
This is what I foresee happening. The ghosts will be playing cards. I'll show up drunk and belligerent, do something bad. By the time we leave, ghosts are drunk, stumbling down the stairs. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know how you would stumble while floating, but I think they'd figure it out.
Let me try that again.
What?
I call that bold talk for a one-eyed fat man.
You're stupid. Heather, continue with your segment.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm taking control of this stuff.
Yeah, take control, Heather. It's your segment, goddamn.
Yeah, or I'll punch you, I guess. I don't know. I'll punch you or something. I don't know. So we got that obviously.
Well, we're getting some connections. We're trying to get. I went over to the building itself, and it is locked up tight.
Okay.
I mean, it is. There's no.
Well, I mean,
place
that's
to get in
actually that's kind of good because then there's not a bunch of stuff going on in there.
Yeah.
If it's locked up tight.
I know the meddling kids, man. I'm telling you, meddling kids.
So there's two cemeteries that I've looked into. One is Union Hill Cemetery. It's on FM 1460, going out like towards Georgetown.
Okay.
Awesome. There's no gates, of course, so there's no restrictions. So I want to check that one out, which we're gonna do soon. Hopefully. Would you go to a cemetery with us, Huggy?
No, I'll go with y'all.
But here's the thing.
He's just not getting out
in
of
a
the car.
cemetery.
I know I'm substantially faster than
In a cemetery is very open, so one might be chasing you and the other might trip you.
Every man for himself. I told y'all that when we went to the sanitarium. Every man for himself.
And then, like, right down the road from that one, there's St. John Cemetery. Which...
And there's one off of 139 that we drove by today on the way out to Caesar's house.
That super sketchy one.
Oh,
It's
my God, yes.
Like, that just looks scary.
It's
Did you get the name of it, or?
I didn't, but it's down in the that new Lookout housing over on the east. It's got all the big houses and got the lake and stuff. It's on that road. It's on that old country road.
So there's a lot of construction going on around that area?
No, not at all.
Oh,
no, it's out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh.
But it's you know where Lookout is, right? In Hutto?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on that road.
Okay.
That's 139.
It's super creepy.
Yeah, you can tell it's flooded a lot because it's right down by the creek.
We definitely have to check that one out.
So we'll have to check that one out.
We should check out the Haunted Creek.
There's this place you should check out up in, if you ever end up in Dallas. It's called, oh, careful. Don't knock over the deep eddies. It's important. There's this place called Crazy Man's, and we used to go out to it all the time, and it's this giant abandoned Renaissance fair that's like out in the boonies, like out in the sticks. You have to cross this weird bridge. It's like stuck back in these cornfields. There's a cemetery.
I don't know about that.
I'm not going to.
No. You have to make. Oh, that's just. You have to like weave your way through to find it, and then you have to like go on foot into the woods, and it's just giant abandoned Renaissance.
I'm there,
crazy,
dude.
And we called it Crazy Man.
Okay,
we call it Crazy Man.
I'll do that, but I'll be damned. Excuse me, if I go into any cornfields.
I'm not doing that.
Do you remember Children of the Corn?
That movie wasn't scary. One.
I watched it the other day.
That's like one of the few movies I'm not scared of, and I'm scared of.
That's like the one that scared the living bejeebies out of me. Okay.
Bejeebies.
I'm not running through no
Village of the Damned was definitely
that's
that
good.
one. That's old school. A lot of people I talk to.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and pass that mic back and forth.
Okay.
It swings. You can just
swings.
But side note on Crazy Man. So there was this one kid. I'm not gonna. Well, let's call him JN. I'm not going to say his name. But he was crazy, and he used to do, like, drugs all the time. But he was a really good athlete, but did drugs all the time, and we were all, like, 14, so it was, like, a really bad idea, like, not a good life decision. Well, he got kicked out of his house whenever he was, like, 16 or 17, and was living in Crazy Man's. So we used to go out there and visit him, and, like, it was the creepiest thing ever, because he, like, lived in this, like, weird, like, turret tower thing.
Oh my.
And there's like a crazy like homeless, like not homeless community because they chase them out.
Right.
But every once in a while you catch like drifters out there and stuff.
We should check that out.
And there's this creepy bridge where there's like
Felicia, no.
like there's like a bridge, like just crossing the bridge to get to that part of the area is like super scary in itself. You're just like it's just creepy out there. It's really dark. And there's somebody who overlooks like the property. It's not his, but he overlooks it and watches a cemetery. So there's like motion sensors on the cemetery, all types of crazy stuff. And we used to go dick around at Crazy Man's for a while. When we come back, we would like drive up as close as we could to set off the alarm, because then he'd always chase you. He would run out and like hop in his truck, and you'd have to like get out of Crazy Man's before.
Shotgun in hand.
Yeah.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
We're
going to take a commercial break. Talking to Heather Bumpus about cemeteries and Crazy Man's. In studio, Mad Mike, Huggy Bear, Danny Blaze sitting over here just being cute as a button, but ready to fly out of here and go to Boston.
She's leaving me.
And then we got over here. We got Baby in the corner.
Baby in the corner.
I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Global Radio Network, and you are on the air.
Dude, that was
Ever have a computer issue that you can't figure out? Is your computer running slow, locking up, or giving you the blue screen of death? Now you have a store that not only can diagnose your rig, but if needed, upgrade that tired old workhorse. Centex Computers in Hutto is equipped not only to fix your computer, but give you an honest analysis of what needs to be fixed. Let's face it, your home computer is not only convenient, it's essential for your home or your office to stay in touch in this new virtual world. Now you have a place to take your computer for honest and reliable service. Visit www.centexcomputers.com for locations and times. Centex Computers Hutto is the official computer experts for On the Air with Mike Allen. Are you ready to take your webpage to the next level? Go to icegram.com and download for free all the tools you will need to enhance your webpage content for potential customers, clients, or fans. Capture leads, call your audience to action, skyrocket conversation and engagement with action bars, pop-ups, toast notifications, message boxes, overlays, and sidebars. Head on over to icegram.com for your free download. That's icegram.com. Bottom line, you'll love it.
Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at Route106Motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. Route106Motors.com.
Coming this spring, Mark Production Enterprises presents.
I need to get something going on. Perro tells me many good things about you guys, so I will get right to the point. My brother-in-law was recently arrested. The day they took him in, he had a large shipment of skins coming in through Morelos near Mexico City. Find the shipment, deliver it to our contact, collect your money, and retire.
This place is nuts.
With me, you got no idea.
Walter Perez.
Se verá mucho más bonita en persona que en sus fotos. Don't you ever get lonely?
Sometimes. But I have my family.
And starring Charlie Coons and Adal Ramones.
Asegúrate que todo esté listo.
And award-winning actor William Forsythe.
They're gone.
You need to deliver everything to Juarez.
They want the entire shipment found and delivered to them in 72 hours so they will kill them both.
We'll get them back.
one way or the other, this will work out.
Star in The Road to Juarez. World premiere August 22nd in Los Angeles, California, and Austin, Texas.
This is over. I gotta get all their money lock, stock, and barrel. You want to throw down with me?
Stay tuned to ARM Radio Global for your opportunity to win a golden ticket and a chance to experience the premiere as a VIP. For your chance to win, listen to On the Air with Mike Allen every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Armed Radio Global.
Armed Radio Global presents its new 2015 Talk at Night lineup.
Mondays 8 p.m. Eastern, Spot On with Lino and Tom.
Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. Mondays and Fridays 10 p.m. Eastern.
On Tuesdays, Talk Time with Val, 8 p.m. Eastern, followed by High Five at 10 p.m. Eastern with Johnny and Mikey.
Wednesdays on the air with Mike Allen, 10 p.m. EST, and Thursdays Night Talk with Joe Rocks, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Join the talk now on Ustream TV. Replays on Spreaker, exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
All right, welcome back to the show. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Eat24.com and Centex Computers. Welcome back. Here's our OTA paranormal expert,
Hello.
Miss Heather Bumpus.
Hello.
You know, if we could record like the off-air conversations that go on,
They'd be pretty interesting.
They'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah. So I got a.
Who's that? Me or you?
That was me. Sorry. I got an email that somebody sent me of a letter, a ghost story.
Okay.
Okay. So there's. I'll try to read it to the best of my ability as far as the not cussing part. All right. It says, was at a friend's house when I passed out on the couch. Woke up a bit later and realized it was time for me to go. Got up and noticed my buddy's light on in his room, but the door was shut. Walked by the door and told him I was leaving because I had to work in the a.m. He said, yep, see ya. Went to the fridge to grab my drink. He walked back by his room. I walked back up by his room and said, later, dude. He said, yep. Something didn't seem legit. Didn't sound quite like him, so I opened the door. No one was there. No one in the house. We went outside and his truck was gone. I freaked the F out. Heck out. Called his cell, and he had left to go to McDonald's 15 minutes prior. I bolted outside and waited for him to get home. He told me the kid that used to live there years ago hung himself in the attic, and ever since he lived there, he has noticed strange things and voices. This was confirmed by the neighbor, the kid's older brother. After that, just about anyone who goes over there has a weird experience. Excuse me. My buddy has dealt with it for years. When it gets weird, he yells out loud, leave me alone, and he says the weird vibes stop for a bit, but they always come back. One of my friend's ex-girlfriends swears that one night she was taking a bath in the house, and she had the radio on. She closed her eyes, and all of a sudden, she said the radio slowly turned down. She didn't think much of it, old radio, and it turned back up. It went down again. She turned it back up louder. Closed her eyes once more, and she said someone whispered in her ear, turn it down. She opened her eyes and saw a man standing there with black messy hair and glasses. My friend asked the neighbor, the suicidal kid's brother, if that description was anyone he knew. He went to his living room and brought back a picture of his brother. I'm told by the ex-girlfriend that it was the same person, no doubt. That's pretty cool.
Dude.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean...
No, thank you.
It could have been. You never know. You never know. I mean, you know, some people, yeah. Some people could have mental illnesses or, you know, drug induced.
I want to go my bed sheets. I'm done.
You're crawling under the big pillow.
I don't do ghosts. Not cool. No one else.
No, they can actually be very helpful.
Texts are coming from inside the house, man.
Scary. No.
What is that?
We'll never live
I said
alone.
the texts are coming from inside the house. Get out.
I'm not scared of things I can kill, Ghost, no. Go no. Go no.
Well, I mean,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
it all depends because I mean, with ghosts you can help them too. So you know, you can get answers, you can get stories, you can help them.
Yeah,
I
when
mean,
you
there's
help them,
so
they suck all the energy out of your body. It's like you're gonna die. That's what happens when you help them.
and you know it's hard because I actually had somebody the other day ask me what's the difference between an urban legend and the paranormal, you know. And I said basically urban legend and paranormal on some degrees is the same for skeptics because, you know, it's an urban legend and they're very skeptical of paranormal. But somebody that experiences paranormal, of course, is going to say, okay, well, a myth is a myth and this is true. And so we got into this big argument because, of course, this person is very skeptical. So,
Been there, done that.
yeah. So I pulled out the recording when we went to the Hello Cemetery. And I said, okay, if you don't believe in this, then you listen. I'm not going to say a word. And you tell me what you think. Well, they're not very skeptical anymore after hearing that.
I wasn't after we went to the sanitarium. I was like, nope.
Yeah. And well, you know, just like the sanitarium, we didn't really get any EVPs. I mean, there were a couple things that we heard that we weren't sure about. But it was more personal experience. And you know, that's what I think outrolls everything. Is if you have a personal experience, it's, you know, even if you can explain it to others.
But I think that's why a lot of people are skeptics. It's one of those things you have to, like... Not seeing is believing, but if you never encounter an experience with that, you're never going to believe in it. I never believed in it until I walked into that building, and I went into that room, and I thought I was in hours after the first time we went in, when we were with the owner, I couldn't shake that feeling. I was like, what is going on? And then the second time we went, it was a little bit, I guess, better because I got over it faster. But I didn't believe in it until I actually felt it. Because every other room I was in, I was completely fine. Even the room that you had your incident in, I was completely fine. The second I went into the room that I had my feelings in, I was like, whoa. I mean, I was in crawl spaces. I was in, like, little, I could barely fit through the door kind of ways. Like,
thought you were going into the basement, that little...
Oh, yeah. Patrick's like, did you see that red light? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. I couldn't see a hole. So
that was me upstairs.
You guys were, like, totally
I heard you
degrading our credibility with that game. But before then...
Well, I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, we were
I was just kind of looking down. I was, like, checking the
And see,
thing.
I couldn't even
And then
go
I heard
into
Patrick going, oh, my God, I see a red light.
And that's when I was back in the
man.
crawl space, because the first pictures I took in the crawl space, I was, like, moving too fast, so they didn't take... So I went back to get some, because she didn't get into the crawl space, so I wanted her to see what was going on there. Because there was, like, a really sketchy, like, hatch, and I was looking through the crack on the hatch, and it was just the wall. Now, I know what room it went into, but I guess because the foundation's so, like, settled or whatever it is, it wasn't lining up, but I was like, that's, like, a gap. Like, anything could have... We gotta find that basement in there.
Did the owner say anything to you
About the basement?
Yeah,
he said there wasn't
I
a
said-
morgue, but there was a basement.
Yeah,
There's a basement.
But
yeah.
we couldn't. We couldn't.
We
find
couldn't
the
find out
access.
where to go, yeah.
We need to go back in there and find it.
We can. I still got the key.
Yeah, I know.
I got the key right here.
I know. We really need to get in there.
What,
and
what
find
did you
that
say, Mike?
Basement.
No, this is more on the lines about when it comes down to urban legends, it's not as much to do with the paranormal, but it's like things like Bigfoot, how there's like totally...
real.
Yeah, for me, I totally believe in Bigfoot. No doubt. You know,
Hide and seek champion. 100 years running.
more like 300 to plus. I don't know.
Yeah, 300 plus.
Yeah, being, from back home, yeah, Bigfoot, real deal. It's the same thing. It's like, there's things I believe in. Ghosts, Bigfoot, the Yeti, which is like Bigfoot's totally awesome white cousin, lives in the snow.
I'd say urban legend would be more like, oh, if you eat Pop Rocks and drink Coke, your stomach
will explode.
Like, oh, everybody's like, oh, no way, like, that's insane. Or like
Bloody
Bloody
Mary.
Mary, yeah, or the Candyman. But I've seen the
Bloody
movie,
Mary's real.
all the Candyman movies,
Oh,
and I'm pretty sure the
word.
Candyman's real. If I ever see that dude in another movie, I'm like, oh, I'm like, it's a Candyman. Every
Candyman.
time, right? Because that's it. He's just got
Yeah.
the hook hand.
Is
and-
he still alive?
I think so. I don't know. I think I saw him in something not too long ago, and he scared the crap out of me. I thought he was gone. I thought the Candyman was dead. No.
Like all the bees are gonna.
Yeah, I just expect it every single time. Like, every time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you read anything about this. It's kind of related, but not. But Some people think they are. So there's this huge, like, ultra, like collider, like hydrogen collider or whatever.
The Super Hadron Collider.
Yeah, the super collider. They're talking about how they're going to try to create a small black hole in like the next couple of weeks. The project that they're doing right now, and how if you believe in like string theory, how it might open up or give a glimpse into like another, like an alternate dimension.
Another dimension.
And then, of course, it's going to rip open and consume the Earth and
Well,
all living
see, and
beings.
it depends on. Like, I've been reading about it for a while, but they're actually like got approved to do this, and they're like so. And some people think that like what some people would perceive as aliens, or like some people think they're extra. Some people think they're like extra dimensional beings, kind of like if you've seen The Mist. The movie The Mist, they have that military compound, and then they do something like that, open up a hole into another dimension, and then all those crazy things come in and eat them and all that stuff.
Mike, you got anything to add?
Oh, I mean, that's one of the things that's, I think it's a totally cool idea when it comes out for science, but, for a lot of people, it's if you've ever heard of the video games Doom, same concept. We're going to do some experimenting, and then they magically open up a portal to hell, and everything goes to crap. I don't know.
But I mean, you also got to think though. It's like, well, it's
hold on. Soundbite time for Mike.
Okay. What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard.
I couldn't hear the soundbite.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
I award you no points. Yes, you need to pick that. I award you no points.
Wait, I have a question. Can we get an I apologize for nothing soundbite? I apologize for nothing.
Okay,
I gotta get on my soundbite. Go ahead.
Yes, my segment, and we're discussing something.
Okay.
I'm just curious, as somebody from what you study, like how do you feel about like extra dimensional things or like wormholes and stuff like that?
Okay. Here's the thing: is I'm not, when it comes to the paranormal, I'm not a skeptic because I've experienced it, I've heard it, I've seen it. But as far as the aliens and the other dimensions, I haven't seen them. Now I'm open about it, and curious, but I haven't seen it. I haven't experienced it. So it's kind of that I'm right there on that line, that, okay, is this really something that, could be, or is it just a bunch of bullshit?
Yeah, I guess what I'm asking is like, but the ones where it's like the lights in the sky and stuff like that. Some people, they see lights, they see orbs, and it'd be like people would view that as paranormal. Do you think that maybe what people are seeing this whole time is just something paranormal, or is there like another dimension possibly where all these things take place? Since like they appear in pictures or in videos the same way EVP, and sometimes you can get like more than one in the same area. Like, do you think that like would it be possible? To like tap into that world via that? Do you think there's a possibility of that?
I think so. I think so. I mean, because you look at it this way, as far as the paranormal and them being here with us. Why are they still here? And is it the reason because we haven't opened something up for them to go to, or I mean, there's so many different things. And I mean, I've talked to some people that their theory is that we're living among them, that we're in their space, as far as paranormal, the ghosts or whatever, that we're in their space. So.
Well, and that's like, so like with the string theory, like so there's like, there's an infinite amount of universes for every universe that you could ever think of, yada, yada, yada. Right. String theories were like, they all exist on the same plane, but it's like pieces of paper next to each other. So like small pieces of paper in a file folder, but they're all separate pieces of paper. But if you can make the two pieces of paper collide, you could go from one to the other.
Yeah, but then you look at...
Does that be like if we're in their space, so that means there's where everybody's all in everybody's space, we're just layered on top of each other.
If you kind of... And that's a scary thing, too, because if you combine them together, like, smash those two pieces, what's it going to cause?
Yeah, and like, like the lights, I view it as like the light spectrum, and like what the human eye can see, we can only see like a fraction of what the whole light spectrum is. So like there's colors I guess, or like, you know, UV rays and stuff like that we can't see that are like around us all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like try to imagine a color you've never seen before.
Mhm.
I always think of like a purplish orange or something, but that's
where
a color
are
that
those?
exists.
Where are those lights at that people can take pictures of? Where's that at?
Marfa.
Yes.
Marfa Lights. I want to go down there
Have you
and check
seen
that
the
out.
pictures of that place? Oh my god! It's just these. It's at night, you know, and they're outside, and it's just it looks like. How do you even describe it?
Lights.
I mean, it just looks well, it's lights, but it
It's
looks
like
like
the-
waves of just all these different colors.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and I'm like, I want to go there because I mean that to me is
Road trip.
yeah.
Jesus, we already planned a road trip.
I think we need more than a road to get there.
Where are we going to road trip though? No, it's a pretty big tourist attraction now. They got setups for it.
If we do that, can we also go see the Aurora Borealis again? Because I've
That's where I
seen
wanna
that
go.
twice living in Washington, so we have to actually go and see it in Alaska.
I wanna
That'd
go
be
'cause it's
super
pretty.
sweet. Because the Inuits believe a lot about the Aurora Borealis actually being, you know, not as much as, you know, a occurring deal, but more of, okay, this is their ancestors. Like, hey, we're going to make lights in the sky. It's totally awesome. So, that'd be something that kind of ties into your, you know, kind of deal. I don't know.
Yeah, we also call them. They're also called the Northern Lights.
Northern Lights. That's, that's what I was trying to
I'm
say.
just saying there's a possibility that they're going to open up a gate.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Ghosts are going to like flood this world and be amongst us.
Which I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that because it's
Spooky.
either. Well, I mean, you're
Ghosts, bad ghosts.
Yeah.
Where they're like, what if the Minotaur was real and there's a Minotaur ghost just running around?
We're
I'm not cool with
Ghostbusters
that.
for
The
real.
ghost of the Kraken, that could be
I'm
real.
not cool with that.
I'm gonna stay at my house. I'm done.
And he doesn't have to be in
Well,
water
here-
anymore.
Davis's
house.
He can
But,
go
but you
back.
gotta think. Right now, they live among us anyway. They're here. You may not feel it. You may not sense it, and some people are more sensitive.
You talking
like-
about aliens?
No.
Oh.
Aliens
Ghosts.
are real.
The
There's
ghost
no
of
way
the
there's not.
Kraken. is what we're talking about.
For instance,
No, there's
like Danny, she's more of a sensitive, what we call them, you know, because like when we.
It's like a Nicholas Sparks novel.
I know, right? You know, because when we went on our investigation, she got very ill, very, very ill. And what it is it was a spirit trying to drain from her, you know, to maybe build up their energy to communicate. And it's not like they do it on purpose, you know. I mean, I got her out of there when I needed to, but they're here. And that's the thing about it is there's a lot of people that are like, you know, bullshit. And it's funny because these people that don't believe in ghosts, that are skeptics, they believe in aliens.
Aliens are real.
figure.
There's no way.
Well,
that
see,
aliens
I mean,
can't be
I'm totally, I believe in like ghosts and like paranormal. I totally am down for aliens. Like, I'm just like,
Wait, what about
there's like Bigfoot. I mean, it's one of those things where there's like we don't know. We don't have all the answers. We
Exactly.
know, like we discover
So we're
new
intrigued.
species.
We're intrigued
like
with it.
every single year, they're like, oh, there's a new type of monkey.
Yeah.
Or oh, we didn't know there was this like 500-foot tower in the middle of the jungle, and we've been living next to it for 50 years. Holy shit, who knew?
Yeah.
Like, they do that all the time. So if they were like, oh, there's a primate that like walks on 2 feet and maybe isn't 8 feet tall, maybe that's an exaggeration. Maybe it's like 5 feet tall. I would not be surprised at all, especially because things like that have already existed.
Yeah.
Like, there's been things like that before. Or like
Right.
the megalodon shark. We know less than 30% of what lives in our ocean. Yeah, there's probably some huge things down there that I would never want to run into.
Yeah,
Or some
no.
prehistoric
If I see
shark
that
comes
now,
up
I'm
out of
gonna-
like a crack. I mean, this happens, and they're like, we haven't seen this in 10,000 years.
So it's the Kraken fish.
Who knew it was alive? I'm like, I don't
The
know.
Kraken is real.
It's really deep and dark down there. I'm not sure what does
Yeah.
and doesn't live down there. So I'm not going to say anything does or doesn't.
Right.
Maybe UFOs live down there. Who knows?
Yeah, you never
Or
know.
the inner Earth where there's
Yeah.
a world
I just
inside
believe
the
that.
world.
I mean, we're
Abyss.
They're among
Probably
us. I
the
mean,
dumbest movie ever made.
they're among
No,
us.
Sharknado was the dumbest movie.
No way, they're making a
Sharknado rocks. You shut
they're
your
making
mouth.
The third one.
Yes, Sharknado 3.
Sharknado is the best movie
I used to do
ever. You
bad-
get drunk and
Michelle
there's a
Beadle from ESPN's in Sharknado
Yep.
3.
Yep. I had actually a couple of guests on my show in Sharknado. I can't remember the guy's
Wait,
name. He was one of the
are we
lead-
supposed to be talking about paranormal stuff,
That might
not
be- that might as
Sharknado?
well be paranormal,
Really?
to be honest.
I thought I was bad, but then you
About
guys.
how we believe.
No, yeah, we're talking. Yeah, because I mean, it all kind of ties together. I mean, like I said,
Farts are funny. I know it, and so do over
We
2.5
actually know more
million
about the
Fartune
moon
users.
than our own planet.
Record your own farts and play them for your friends with the
The hell
new
is that?
Android app.
I don't know.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Paranormal,
dude, was me.
Yeah. So, what are you doing?
I was playing with my soundboard and I can't get to stop.
Really?
Sorry.
I mean, see, I love like all types of stuff like that. So I like love. I know it's not real, but like Slender Man and
no.
But see, but like that's but see, this is like years before, and it's like there's like
So
the
what's
game
Slender
for it.
Man?
Well, Slender Man, it's like depends. It's not real. It's all made up. But it's like
It's still scary as
there's
well.
this guy who like doesn't have a face. Basically, it's like based off of German folklore. They'd be like, "Hey, don't go, like kids at night. Don't go in the woods. Like the tall man or the slim man will get you." And it's basically like a featureless guy. Now he wears like a suit, and he has this white face with no facial features at all. There's a computer game that would probably scare the crap out of you, but literally, like he's just everywhere all the time. You can never escape him. It's one of those.
So that's like an urban legend.
Yeah, he's kind of like an urban legend. So like the more you research it, the more you look for it,
Yeah.
the more he's going to seek you out. But then recently, in the past like 2 years, there's 2 different occasions where like kids, like teenagers, became like obsessed with that concept and like murdered other kids
Right.
in their age group
Right.
and like claimed that they were doing it for this like Slender Man guy. Which is obviously not real.
So
but-
basically- No, he's
or like black-eyed children, which are like kids that have like black eyes and they're like hollow eyes basically, and they like try to like take people, and there's all these like accounts and like people's like police reports and stuff where they're like, oh, we were hanging out, 2 really like young kids that were oddly dressed showed up at my front door at like 3 a.m. and kept insisting that I let them inside. They were like, they started to get more and more agitated. They weren't like physical with me, but they wouldn't go away, and they kept coming,
That's why you
asking
have
to come
shrooms,
inside,
kids.
or like and making these like weird innuendos about how they wanted to hurt me
Hmm.
and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like all about the paranormal.
Right.
I'll sit there in my room and be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm reading about Slender Man."
We'll wait late on the break.
Why won't you text me back?
I'm in your house.
Of course, Heather, we've totally taken over your bit. I've remained silent through this whole thing. I just want to let you know.
No, we're talking about.
Who invited this? We're talking about paranormal.
We'll be right back. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you are on the air.
Is your wife wicked hot? Or is she just cold? Do you just want to take a hot shower? Call Savino Mechanical for all your heating, hot water, and cooling needs. Savino Mechanical has been servicing Greater Boston and Southern New Hampshire for over a quarter century. Quality 24-hour service, reasonable rates, satisfaction guaranteed, licensed and insured. And remember, at Savino Mechanical, we are not comfortable until you are. Call Savino Mechanical today at 1-855-624-4280. That's 1-855-624-4280. Savino Mechanical.
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Attention World of Tank gamers. Armed and its affiliated divisions are recruiting entire clans and tankers. Armed, the largest and most progressive gaming community on the World of Tanks gaming platform. Now on 3 servers. To join, visit www.armedtanks.net or hashtag need a toaster. Toast that, bitches. Night Talk with Joe Rocks. 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays, is now on Ustream TV. Spreaker for replays and live. On Live 365, exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
Who's the Candy Man? Why, Brian Smiley, of course. Brian Smiley Candy Company. There you'll find aisles and aisles of every candy imaginable. Brian Smiley Candy Company is located at 35 Industrial Parkway in Woburn, Massachusetts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. or call them at 781-935-1660. Brian Smiley is the Candy Man.
It's almost summertime, and nothing helps cool you off better than a cold, refreshing Tecate Light. Mark Production Enterprises, in partnership with Tecate Light and On the Air with Mike Allen, would like to give away a custom Tecate Light cooler along with a golden ticket to the April 24th world premiere of Road to Juarez. Listen every Wednesday night to On the Air with Mike Allen. Then tweet the show at MikeAllen_OTA, #ArmedRadio, or email at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com for your chance to win. The chances to win are limited, so act now. Mark Production Enterprises, Armed Radio Global, and Tecate Light remind you to drink responsibly. Ever have a computer issue that you can't figure out? Is your computer running slow, locking up, or giving you the blue screen of death? Now you have a store that not only can diagnose your rig, but if needed, upgrade that tired old workhorse. Centex Computers in Hutto is equipped not only to fix your computer, but give you an honest analysis of what needs to be fixed. Let's face it, your home computer is not only convenient, it's essential for your home or your office to stay in touch in this new virtual world. Now you have a place to take your computer for honest and reliable service. Visit www.centexcomputers.com for locations and times. Centex Computers Hutto is the official computer experts for On the Air with Mike Allen. Are you ready to take your webpage to the next level? Go to icegram.com and download for free all the tools you will need to enhance your webpage content for potential customers, clients, or fans. Capture leads, call your audience to action, skyrocket conversation and engagement with action bars, pop-ups, toast notifications, message boxes, overlays, and sidebars. Head on over to icegram.com for your free download. That's ICEGRAM.com. Bottom line, you'll love it. All right, welcome back to the show. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by E24.com. Download the free app from iTunes or the Google Play Store, and you can put in the zip code where you're at. They will find a restaurant that will deliver food to you. It's like having a food truck in your pants. E24.com, proud sponsor of Armed Radio. Also, right here in Hutto, Centex Computers. They will build a computer. They will fix a computer. They will fix your iPads, iPhones, all that good stuff. Go see Steve down there. They'll take care of you. Centex Computers of Hutto. See it at CentexComputers.com. Don't forget about your opportunity to win a golden ticket to Road to Juarez. You can tweet me right now at MikeAllen_OTA. Hashtag it Armed Radio, or you can email me at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com. If you're listening to the rebroadcast, you will win a golden ticket, which will get you into the premiere. It'll also get you a cooler full of beer, cool, refreshing Tecate or Tecate Light, or a bottle of tequila. Also, you'll be able to walk the red carpet, go in and sit in VIP seating, and be eligible to go to an after party with the cast and crew if you win. That's a golden ticket to Road to Juarez. That'll be premiering April 24th. Time is limited. Tickets are limited. Act now. All right, welcome back to the show. We are talking to Heather Bumpus. Heather, go Bumpus in the Night, our OTA paranormal.
That's funny.
Expert. And she had her husband come walking in here.
Yeah, I don't know where he
checking it out.
He disappeared.
So anyway, what were we talking about?
Urban legend?
No, we were just talking about the
Oh, Huggy bailed on us. Are you leaving?
Oh, no.
Oh, you're not leaving, are you?
Oh, I'll just move my stuff.
Oh, okay, all right.
Calm down.
God dang.
Hey, I do have to say that we have to wish my oldest a good luck on Friday. She's cheer tryouts for the high school.
She'll make it.
I don't know. They require a lot more, so we'll see.
She'll make it. She's
We'll
good.
see.
She's in.
Yeah.
She's got the look. She's got the style. She's got the athletic ability. She'll be there.
Yeah.
She'll be
So,
in.
but anyway, also on our webpage, or my webpage on Facebook, if you post on there where you want us to investigate here in Texas, please, preferably close, you could win a chance to go with us on the investigation.
Yes.
So everybody, come on! You got to start posting. Send me stories. Call us up. Let me know what's going on out there. You know, even if you're a skeptic and you want to argue with me, that's fine too. We accept that. We like to argue.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Call in and tell us we're full of crap.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Yep.
So, hotel.
Yes.
We're going to go back to the sanitarium.
Yes.
With disposable cameras and a tape recorder.
Right.
Which a friend of mine who also is into this and we might get on the show. He said that stuff works better than the digital stuff because it's magnetic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the film works better because it's not digital.
Right.
A lot of times it doesn't show up on digital stuff. So we're going to try it with that.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I'll call the owner. Also, if you'd like to save that hospital, please do.
Yes, please help.
Save 7th Street Hospital at GoFundMe, even if it's just like $5. Instead of buying a Big Mac, save your stomach, save your belly.
Yeah.
And give it to the preservation of this historical landmark. It's got a historical marker and everything, and they really need to get that place restored because it's the gentleman that owns it bought it at auction very cheaply, and his grandfather actually is the one who built it. So it'd be kind of cool if we could be part of that.
Yeah, it would. It would.
So we'll get the buzz going on that.
All right. Sounds good.
Anything else?
Nope. I think that's it for the night.
That's it?
There's some creepy urban legend thingies on here.
Did you buy your pants?
I'm actually getting ready to
put them on.
I'm going to head out and go get some sleep.
Okay.
I was
You
at
got a
school
big
all
week
day.
next week, huh?
Yeah. I won't be here Wednesday night.
Big week
so.
next week, yep. Hopefully everything goes well with your surgery and all.
Thank you. I won't be here, so I'll try to call in Wednesday night, depending on how I'm feeling.
Sure.
So, but yeah, surgery on Tuesday and my birthday Wednesday. I won't be here. I'll be on the couch.
You want to celebrate your birthday with us?
Well, we're gonna have to do that another time. I'm sorry.
I want this to be known. I'm very irritated by that.
I am too.
I'm sorry.
I feel like for my birthday, which is in August, we have time to plan. So, for my birthday in August, because that's the furthest one away, I think, we should just get a hotel downtown. It'll be like cast and crew party and just get like completely belligerent. I mean, I'm talking
annihilated.
I'm not getting belligerent.
I'm talking like more than like the toga party happened for some people. I want it to be a freak show.
I'm talking we're going to have to get bail money.
Yeah. So we have time. So it's only March. So between now and August, we have time to like
To plan that out.
put a little
Well, if
hotel
you're
money.
in town, Miss Jet Setter, flying all around the
I'm
the
so
world.
excited. I can't wait for that.
We'll talk about that next in your
I am
segment.
out of here.
Bye, Heather.
Bye. Thank you. That's Heather Bumpus, OTA Paranormal Experts. Good
Is
luck
it
to
time
her
for my
next
segment
week.
already?
Yeah, it'll be here in a couple of minutes.
Alicia.
I'm going to run in here to do some
Do your commercials. Let me get my
do
headphones.
some commercials. To get the headphones. Well, those of you that stuck around, coming up next on the air with Mike Allen presents In Bed with Danny Blaze. Stick around. Tonight's broadcast, again, brought to you by Eat24.com and Centex Computers of Hutto. We'll be back after these messages. Stick around. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you're on the air.
Is your wife wicked hot or is she just cold? Do you just want to take a hot shower? Call Savino Mechanical for all your heating, hot water, and cooling needs. Savino Mechanical has been servicing Greater Boston and Southern New Hampshire for over a quarter century. Quality 24-hour service, reasonable rates, satisfaction guaranteed, licensed and insured. And remember, at Savino Mechanical, we are not comfortable until you are. Call Savino Mechanical today at 1-855-624-4280. That's 1-855-624-4280. Savino Mechanical.
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Attention World of Tank gamers. Armed and its affiliated divisions are recruiting entire clans and tankers. Armed, the largest and most progressive gaming community on the World of Tanks gaming platform. Now on 3 servers. To join, visit www.armedtanks.net or hashtag need a toaster. Toast that, bitches. Night Talk with Joe Rocks. 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays, is now on Ustream TV. Spreaker for replays and live. On Live 365, exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
Who's the Candy Man? Why, Brian Smiley, of course. Brian Smiley Candy Company. There you'll find aisles and aisles of every candy imaginable. Brian Smiley Candy Company is located at 35 Industrial Parkway in Woburn, Massachusetts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. or call them at 781-935-1660. Brian Smiley is the Candy Man.
It's almost summertime, and nothing helps cool you off better than a cold, refreshing Tecate Light. Mark Production Enterprises, in partnership with Tecate Light and On the Air with Mike Allen, would like to give away a custom Tecate Light cooler along with a golden ticket to the April 24th world premiere of Road to Juarez. Listen every Wednesday night to On the Air with Mike Allen. Then tweet the show at MikeAllen_OTA, hashtag Armed Radio, or email at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com for your chance to win. The chances to win are limited, so act now. Mark Production Enterprises, Armed Radio Global, and Tecate Light remind you to drink responsibly. Ever have a computer issue that you can't figure out? Is your computer running slow, locking up, or giving you the blue screen of death? Now you have a store that not only can diagnose your rig, but if needed, upgrade that tired old workhorse. Centex Computers in Hutto is equipped not only to fix your computer, but give you an honest analysis of what needs to be fixed. Let's face it, your home computer is not only convenient, it's essential for your home or your office to stay in touch in this new virtual world. Now you have a place to take your computer for honest and reliable service. Visit www.centexcomputers.com for locations and times. Centex Computers Hutto is the official computer experts for On the Air with Mike Allen. Are you ready to take your webpage to the next level? Go to icegram.com and download for free all the tools you will need to enhance your webpage content for potential customers, clients, or fans. Capture leads, call your audience to action, skyrocket conversation and engagement with action bars, pop-ups, toast notifications, message boxes, overlays, and sidebars. Head on over to icegram.com for your free download. That's icegram.com. Bottom line, you'll love it.
The dogs are like fighting to get in.
Cell, 2G, 2,000 watts. Yeah. There's a meeting in my bedroom.
Oh yeah, it's that time. As we get in bed with Danny Blaze. The views and opinions expressed by Miss Danny Blaze do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Radio Global, Studio 6 Entertainment, Mike Allen Sports, or Old Man Huggy Media. If your kids aren't in bed yet, well, one, you're a bad parent.
Or on the West Coast.
Or on the West Coast. The content will be explicit. It will be open and honest. And if you are kind of upset about that kind of stuff, now would be a time to check out. Ladies and gentlemen, exclusively on the air with Mike Allen, please welcome Miss Danny Blaze.
I love that intro. That intro makes me seem like I actually know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying words. And people
Did you like that?
I did.
You like that?
I feel like Princess
That was
Diana,
like right
but
off
like
the top
still
of my
alive. That was very beautiful. It's poetic. It's like Audrey Hepburn, but like really not okay. Anyway, so if any kids are listening that are under the age of 18, I'm not responsible for anything that you're going to hear. Because apparently
It
I have
would be
to.
rude not to eat her pie, which I assume is not only hot, but also moist.
I love Archer. Archer's
Although,
the best. Anyways,
go ahead.
I'm going to need Danger Davis to be my defense because my back is facing Mad Mike, and Mad Mike will say super inappropriate things when I'm trying to be serious. No, so
What are we talking about?
we are going to talk about anal. And I know that's like a controversy for a lot of people because a lot of people, there's myths, you've heard a bad experience from your friend, you've had a bad experience. But if you're smart about it, it's just like sex. Like, you can't just like go in there like willy-nilly, just like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing, because that's not going to be fun for anybody if you know what you're doing.
Well, sometimes I'm real anal about stuff like.
I wish you were more anal, actually.
Cleaning my guns and.
But not the dishes.
That's what I got a maid for.
Amen, sister. I'm a really good maid. Everyone should hire me. And apparently I'm a half-decent weed whacker. It was so hot today. That's not cool, but that's neither here nor there.
Whack my weeds.
Oh.
She's out whacking weeds.
That shit is for the birds. I need to be a trophy wife like Pronto, 'cause I don't want to do that ever again.
She's like, I'll help you with the lawn today.
I just wanted to stand outside in a bikini top and get some sun, which didn't happen. I just
But not actually
sweat.
do work.
No.
All right, go ahead with your
Anyways.
segment here.
So, like I said, there's a lot of controversy because everyone thinks it's dirty or like you're sinning and everything's bad and you're going to have shit-stained balls according to the 40-year-old virgin and all that fun stuff. But there's a way to go about it to where it's fun for sure and healthy for everybody. You can just like, whenever I taught my class on it, I was like, whenever an Olympic athlete wins a gold medal, they didn't just like show up like, hey, I'm gonna like wreck shop at the Olympics. They trained and did some shit. That's kind of how the butt works. Naturally, okay, not you guys. Oh, you're gonna do that face. Anyways, the way that it works is
what face? What face?
I don't know how to. The douchey asshole face.
Why is it got to be a douchey asshole?
I don't know. You tell me. Anyways, people have what they fail to realize is that it's not like the vagina is very adaptable. You can pretty much fit like most things in there nicely, and it's well lubed, and as long as you're into it, it'll keep going. But a butt's not like that. So a butt is naturally like clenched. So you have to kind of work that out. You guys are, oh my god. Why is it every time I talk, you guys are just like...
Just talk.
I can't. This is like the...
Why?
He's taking studio pictures.
I'm taking studio
No.
pictures.
But no one ever takes studio pictures until I start talking. I'm trying to like enlighten people.
And I'm trying to make you look pretty.
We're gonna need a lot more cameras and a lot more like... We need like makeup artists. It's gonna be a long night if we're gonna make me look pretty.
Sounds like you're trying to do people in the butt.
No, I don't want to do people in the butt, but I want to let people know that it is okay to get done in the butt. It's a good time. And I would like to... I'm sure whenever I taught my class,
Says no one that's went to prison for the first time ever.
Yeah, well, that was not consensual and they didn't train properly. Whenever I worked at an adult store and I taught a class on it and enlightened a bunch of ladies, thank you very much. I got thank you letters for that from husbands. And
Really?
I got, like, delicious chocolates. Like, thank you, which I feel like now that I think about it, it's kind of inappropriate. But I actually got, like, legit gifts, like, thank you, because
Homemade chocolate.
No, there was no candy buttholes.
Candy butthole.
Candy butthole.
Although I feel like that would have been more appropriate than just like. You don't. Okay. I don't even know where I'm going to go with this because you guys are just going to keep saying funny chocolate candy related stories. But anyways, one, you don't just like shit on people's dick. That's not how that works. There's not just like poop like waiting. Like, hey, I wonder if a dick's going to come in here. That's not how life works. Fun fact. None of you guys in this room have had a penis in your butt, so none of you guys actually know the anatomy.
Well,
Why does no one take me serious?
Well, you're talking about anal sex.
But anal sex can be so. I know. I feel like I should have been like. I wish I was in Boston right now and could have like called into this, so then I could have just like muted you guys. No, we're not putting. Unless she says or he
like
says.
I'm sitting here playing cards with my brother's kids or something. You nerve-wracking sons of bitches.
Let me let ladies have enjoyable anal sex. Let me do that.
What about for you can't just target the ladies.
No.
What about them gay boys out
But the
there?
gay boys are doing it, and they don't give a shit what anyone says. Pun intended. God damn it. Pun intended. They don't give a shit. They're doing it. They know how to do it. They're super having a great time. Fun. But the problem with women is that women are like, oh, that's dirty. Only like sluts do that. Or, oh, I don't want to like poop on his dick. Or, that's going to hurt really bad. But if it hurts, you're not doing it right. If you do it correctly, lubes, butt plugs, anal beads, you have to work your way up to it. You can't just wake up one day and decide, I'm going to do anal, and it's going to be super fun, because it's not. But if you don't...
Well, apparently it didn't take much in Brokeback Mountain.
Again, they do that recreationally.
All I saw is, what's his name?
That wasn't the first time they did it, so maybe...
Yeah, all I saw him do is lick his hand right quick, and then it's like...
Yeah, do that and tell me if she lets you touch her butt again.
Well, Aaron, are you just going to come in and take half the cast and leave and not come in and say hi?
Well, he's got to shower first.
Oh.
Well, shower.
Towels on my bed. We're turning into a really shitty show because I'm telling him how to take your shower properly. But that's not...
It's going to put in your butt, put some lube on.
Yeah, you need lube. It's not self-lubricating. You have to... Okay, 2 different types of lube, silicone and water-based. Silicone typically is recommended for anal because it stays wet. It's not going to absorb into your body like water-based. It's going to stay thick and keep it lubed. You will probably have to reapply to do it to where it's not going to hurt. But some people can't use silicone because a lot of women, especially if you use a shitty brand of silicone lube, it's made out of sand. You get like a shitty like KY. Hopefully no KY enjoyers are listening to this. Hope you have a really good experience. Enjoy your date night. Whatever. But it's kind of like...
Hopefully they never want to sponsor.
Well, they're shitty anyway. I wouldn't want them to sponsor me because they're really bad at like anything.
Well, now that solves that.
So, anyway, but you have to lube it. It's not like a vagina. You can't just like kind of tickle it and it like works magically. You have to like work your way into it. There's no flicking beans. It's like you kind of have to prepare for that. So I just don't understand. I guess I understand why people find it to be dirty, but if you follow my handy dandy like help guide, you will find the magic land of anal sex. Plenty of people are doing it. And another thing when it comes to lube, people, mostly men, I'm not saying this in an offensive way, but men see porn, they see women getting anal, 2 dicks in a butt and whatever you want to watch for fun, and they think that they can just go home to their wife or girlfriend or lady that they call in the nighttime and think that's how it's going to work. But what people fail to realize is there's a lot of prep work in that, and there's like a lot of breaks, and there's a production about it. You're not just going to wake up one day and they're like lube, and then you can just anal for 5 hours on your stupid porn that you're not even going to whatever.
Whoever goes for 5 hours.
No one should. That is a side note.
I did that jerking off once.
That is a yeah, and that ended bad for you.
That ended badly.
Side note.
That ended with raw skin and despair and
jerk off from.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah.
We're getting off topic. You have to train it. So whenever you're having vaginal sex, if you're interested in trying anal, there's butt plugs, and there's all different sizes. They have, like, itty-bitty tiny ones that are about the size of your finger, and then they have, like, toe hitch ones I'm not bullshitting. Legitimate shit.
It's like gauging your ears.
Legitimate shit. They have some that are bigger than a truck tow hitch.
Come back from the lake after a day of fishing.
Yeah.
Settle down with the wife after a nice dinner.
That bitch is pulling trailers.
Every time I see Paul's trailer hitch, I'm gonna sit on it.
This is anyways, so there's a different range. So it's really all about comfort. I feel like people need to understand like what I'm up against here because people don't understand the elements. Anyways, anal sex is awesome. That's a disclaimer.
Phrasing.
Before I started to learn about it, I'm gonna quit this show one day. One day I'm gonna quit. One day I'm just like, you know what? You guys can fuck yourselves, literally, and I'm gonna carry on my life. No, there's different ways to. It's a good time.
Daddy, the whole audience is with us on this, and you're doing a great job.
There's a different type, like I said, finger size to like toe hitch. No bullshit. They have like I've seen granny porns with that. I don't want to talk about it, but I've seen it. It's a weird industry you work in when you come to that. But
well, it's a granny, you know. So
at that point, she's like, I don't give a shit. I survived
she's
World
worked
War
her way
I,
up, you know.
World War II.
Keep this watermelon and do an ass.
Dave, the fact that Mad Mike is the only person behaving right now is really irritating the shit out of me. Because normally I only have one asshole to deal with, and he's behaving like a normal person.
Well, look at him. He's probably on the phone with his girlfriend getting nudie pictures.
How do you work?
Where's stop? Oh,
You work the fucking shower head.
on the faucet, you pull.
Oh, Danny can
there's like
tell
a
you how to
little
work
ring
the
and you
shower
pull it
head
down.
for sure.
Like when you turn it on. Okay, he's got it. No, I'm trying to enlighten people.
I know.
So-
They're being enlightened and entertained.
I know.
You're just serving them up.
I'm trying. So, anyways, you gotta start wherever you're comfortable. It's all about trust, really. But I feel like in any non-missionary, non-generic sex way, you have to kind of trust the person that you're with. Once you trust that person, you're a lot more relaxed. You're a lot more inclined to try new things. So, especially with anal, you start. I'm having a malfunction. You start wherever you're comfortable with. Some women are just like, fuck it, I don't give a shit, put it in my butt, and they don't care. But there's a lot of negative side effects to having anal in the incorrect way, like the pink sock, which is where your anal cavity actually comes out of your butthole, and that's sometimes it doesn't go back in normal. That's real life facts right there. Another thing is the lining between the anal cavity and your vagina is like paper thin. So if you're not doing it properly and rip that, you can get septic poisoning. You can get all kinds of bad nonsense, and no one needs that. No one needs to wake up to that in the morning. That's like decaf coffee. Just why is it even there? So if you do it correctly and use lubricants and you have to be comfortable. If you're like clenched up the whole time and you're like, oh god, this is gonna hurt, and if you have all these negative thoughts in your head, you're not gonna get anywhere because naturally it's already clenched. You freak out, it's gonna clench more. Like, let's say you go to jail, someone tries to stick it in your butt, you're probably gonna freak out.
Yes.
Exactly. So it's all a comfort level.
I would have to say that someone's dying in that cell, and it's either me or that guy.
I used to be a skeptic. I was like, oh my god, no, that's going to hurt and it's stupid and why would anyone want that? And like, why wouldn't you just want my vagina? And like, I was really naive. But in retrospect, whenever you're with somebody for however long you were with that one person, you want to try new things. And when you're comfortable with that person, you're more relaxed and you're more... Like, the first time I did it, I studied it. I was like a sad little nerd in the library. Like, I was reading up on like do's and don'ts and proper ways, and that's how I learned so much because I went into it with an open mind. And that's pretty much anything new that you would do sexually. So if you train it and like start small to where you're comfortable and you can get used to that and you can work your way up, it's going to be a healthier experience for you and you're going to enjoy it more because you'll be comfortable with it. You didn't just like full force like prison house rules, no lube. You sat down with your partner or whoever you're doing said anal acts with, and you worked your way up. Another fun thing I've learned that, like, let's say you want to do anal beads, which, fun fact, do not rip those out because that can cause a world of trouble. You can't just like pull shit out of there. You have to like kind of like lightly
Pull shit out.
lightly take it out. But that could be not only training your butt for anal, but that can also be fun vaginally, because you have to think you're gonna have different size beads, and like I said, it's paper thin in between those two, which is fun for men whenever they're vaginally having intercourse with you, because they can feel the ridges. It's like a, whoa, what's going on there? It's a good time. So that's another fun way to not only get relaxed and get used to it, but to enjoy your everyday missionary, doggy style, whatever you're doing, sex. So there's like different perks to it. Not only are you trained to do something different, and you may not like it, and that's fine. Plenty of people do it and don't like it. Oh, we're going to commercial. Okay. That means I've been talking too much.
No, you're doing great. You said to get all the adolescents in here.
Yeah, I had to get everyone's like stupid talk out.
We'll be back with more Danny Blaze right here on the Armed Radio Global Network.
Attention World of Tank gamers. Armed and its affiliated divisions are recruiting entire clans and tankers. Armed, the largest and most progressive gaming community on the World of Tanks gaming platform. Now on 3 servers. To join, visit www.armedtanks.net or #need a toaster. Toast that, bitches. Night Talk with Joe Rocks. 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays, is now on Ustream TV. Spreaker for replays and live. On Live 365 exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
Who's the Candy Man? Why, Brian Smiley, of course. Brian Smiley Candy Company. There you'll find aisles and aisles of every candy imaginable. Brian Smiley Candy Company is located at 35 Industrial Parkway in Woburn, Massachusetts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. or call them at 781-935-1660. Brian Smiley is the Candyman.
Ever have a computer issue that you can't figure out? Is your computer running slow, locking up, or giving you the blue screen of death? Now you have a store that not only can diagnose your rig, but if needed, upgrade that tired old workhorse. Centex Computers in Hutto is equipped not only to fix your computer, but give you an honest analysis of what needs to be fixed. Let's face it, your home computer is not only convenient, it's essential for your home or your office to stay in touch in this new virtual world. Now you have a place to take your computer for honest and reliable service. Visit www.centexcomputers.com for locations and times. Centex Computers Hutto is the official computer experts for On the Air with Mike Allen. Are you ready to take your webpage to the next level? Go to icegram.com and download for free all the tools you will need to enhance your webpage content for potential customers, clients, or fans. Capture leads, call your audience to action, skyrocket conversation and engagement with action bars, pop-ups, toast notifications, message boxes, overlays, and sidebars. Head on over to icegram.com for your free download. That's icegram.com. Bottom line, you'll love it. It's almost summertime, and nothing helps cool you off better than a cold, refreshing Tecate Light. Mark Production Enterprises, in partnership with Tecate Light and On the Air with Mike Allen, would like to give away a custom Tecate Light cooler along with a golden ticket to the April 24th world premiere of Road to Juarez. Listen every Wednesday night to On the Air with Mike Allen. Then tweet the show at MikeAllen_OTA, #ArmedRadio, or email at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com for your chance to win. The chances to win are limited, so act now. Mark Production Enterprises, Armed Radio Global, and Tecate Light remind you to drink responsibly.
Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com, with over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry, many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at Route106Motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. Route106Motors.com.
Armed Radio Global presents its new 2015 Talk at Night lineup.
Mondays 8 p.m. Eastern, Spot On with Lino and Tom. Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. Mondays and Fridays 10 p.m. Eastern. On Tuesdays, Talk Time with Val 8 p.m. Eastern, followed by High Five at 10 p.m. Eastern with Johnny and Mikey. Wednesdays on the air with Mike Allen 10 p.m. EST, and Thursdays Night Talk with Joe Rocks 10 p.m. Eastern.
Join the talk now on Ustream TV. Replays on Spreaker. Exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
Cell 2G 2000 watts.
All right, welcome back to the show. Just a reminder, the topics discussed in this hour of the show when we get in bed with Danny Blaze are adult in nature. So if you have kids that are still up, one, again, you are a horrible parent.
Unless you're on the West Coast.
Unless you're on the West Coast.
This is the appropriate time
Well,
for
then you live on the West Coast, so you're a horrible parent. Ooh.
Hey!
Ah, there goes all my listeners.
They're the whole one still hanging on to this bullshit.
No. Anyway, it's got explicit content, so if you do have children listening, they probably should not be listening to this part. You can listen to the podcast later if you don't want to listen to it live, but please do stay and listen to it live. Again, here's Miss Danny Blaze.
All right, so apparently since my topic of anal sex has gone, like, really bad, which is why most people don't want to do anal, but...
You say it stinks?
Anyway, all right. For the people that are listening that actually want to try it or have done it and had a bad experience and want to try it again with the person that they're with or not with or whoever they're hanky-pankying with, start small, work your way up. Lots of lube. You can never have too much lube when it comes to anal because, like I said, it's not self-lubricating. You have to keep it well-lubed. It's not like a vagina. It's just not going to do what it wants. Try it. Start small. If you're uncomfortable, stop. If it hurts, you're doing it wrong. Go back, do what you gotta do. So now, I'm gonna talk about how to get your partner that you're with to do things that you want to do that they may or may not be into.
Pay them.
Like bondage. If anyone has any comments on my really sad, pathetic anal talk.
No, you don't have to get butthurt about this, okay?
Well, I'm not butthurt because I know how to do it, so that's besides the point. But if you want to comment on my really pathetic anal conversation or what I'm about to talk about, you can call in at 866-225-5401, or if you are in the local area, you can call in at 512-539-0357. Call me. Please save me. I'm in a room
you're on
full
Twitter?
of... I am on Twitter, unfortunately.
What's your Twitter handle?
It is the little @ _ it's Danny Blaze. I'm not really good at Twittering because I don't like it, but a lot of people like to tweet me.
Everybody follow Danny on Twitter that she doesn't like.
No, I don't like it's not that I don't like the people that are following me. It's that Twitter in general, so I just don't understand the point. But apparently a lot of people want to tweet me things. So I am now available for tweeting. But anyways, So, apparently,
Phrasing.
if you listen, any of the men that are speaking in this room, or that have spoken on my first topic, that is not how to get your partner to do anything that you want them to do sexually that you have not done before. If you want to have very boring, lights off every night, once a month, very missionary sex, then keep behaving like the fools that are in this room with me. I feel like I'm up against, like, the guards that block the Queen's Castle. What is that called? Birmingham Palace. Thank you. That's what it was. I had to think for a second. But they're so straight-faced and just like, I wish you guys were more like that, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But anyways, sex has always been about trust. Like I said last week, I don't understand why nobody's talking about it, but everybody's doing it. So it's this big taboo for no reason. So whenever you're like, hey, I saw this thing on, like, a porn that I watched, or hey, that kind of tickles my fancy, let me discuss it with whoever I'm having sex with, I want to try it. Being a nagging asshole, like, hey, let me put it in your butt, or hey, let me, like, tie you to the bed, or whatever it is that you want to do, hey, let's bring another lady, hey, let's bring another dude. Whatever you are into, being an asshole about it, God, I'm just setting myself up, but whatever. Being an asshole about it is not going to get you far at all. Because people are willing to go to extremes sexually when they're comfortable. If you're not comfortable and you don't trust that person, you're not going to be willing to open yourself up to a new adventure or a new sexual desire that your partner or maybe you have. And a lot of people feel like what they want to do sexually, like bondage or age play or temperature play or anything like that, a lot of people feel like that's such a dirty thought, so they may not express that to their partner that they want to do it, or their partner may not express it to them. But if you trust that person and you can be open and honest with them, that can open many doors to the best time of your whole entire life because you're comfortable with them. If you feel like the person that you're with is judging you and you can't express that, you will never be sexually satisfied because you're not going to be cliche, release your inner demons, because everyone thinks it's so, like, Satanist to have anything but missionary sex. It's like the devil's work.
Lights off, missionary.
Just sad and
pathetic.
You sleep in different rooms after, and it gets weird.
Okay,
yeah, Mad Mike literally turned the lights off.
Radio visual, yeah, for Mad Mike.
But
after
like
all
I said,
that praise you gave him,
being a nagging asshole is not going to get it anywhere. But if you're having sex,
so
which
that
is
work
an adult,
with like cleaning the garage.
No, that was last week, and that's like you just.
No, I'm talking about the nagging asshole doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. When has being a nagging what is that? Nagging asshole ever gotten anywhere? That just pisses everybody off, and then you start fighting about everything, and then at that point you don't even remember what you're fighting about. But you're doing an adult act. Why can't you sit down like an adult and be like, hey, this is what I would like to try out.
I want to tie you up.
And put my pee-pee in you.
And stick things in you, and do you trust me type thing?
Not necessarily do you trust me. That's very, like, childish, but...
I'm just...
no, and hey, if that's how you feel comfortable coming about it, fine, but you should be... If you're doing an adult act, you should be able to sit down with the person that you're intimate with and have a discussion about it. You should be like, hey, this is what I'm into. This is what I'm not into. Because some people have had their experiences with other things, and they're like, hey, you're definitely not sticking anything here. And no, like me, I will not be gagged for no reason of any sorts. I'm not down with that. I don't like it. But I will express that to the person that I'm intimate with because I don't want to be put into a situation where I'm uncomfortable. And I don't want to be put into a situation where I feel like I need to please somebody else. If you're legitimately not into it, and you don't feel comfortable with it, you don't need to do it. Because that's going to cause more harm than it's going to cause you. You're not going to get any pleasure about it. You're going to freak out. And you're going to end up getting resentment towards that person for doing that act. So if you can sit down and talk about it, you may be interested in the same things. A lot of people feel like whatever they're into is very negative and that other people aren't into it. But what people fail to realize is that you may be into having somebody else watch, but there's hundreds of thousands of other people that are also into being watched whenever, or swinging, or any sexual act that you think is so taboo. There's plenty of other people that are in this. That's why when you go on the internet and search that when you watch porn, there's hundreds of thousands of videos that pop up because there's other people that are into it too. It's not just you. It's not that they just have like one specific porn category for you. Other people are doing it. So if you ever want to do it or enjoy it,
just gotta bring it up, right?
But the counterpoint to that is, and I guess I'll play devil's advocate for myself, is if the person has either tried it or is not willing, you cannot pressure that person. You can't tell them, no, I really want to try this. It's like, you do this or we're done, kind of thing.
Now, we just had a guest come in the room here.
DJ Badusi.
DJ Bad...
Yes.
So what are you thinking about?
Badusi.
Badusi?
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
Can I say it?
Yeah, you can say it.
It stands for butt, dick, and pussy at the same time.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. So what do you think about Miss Danny's topic here?
I don't think he's been listening.
I don't think I've been listening long enough. I think it's something about like trying anal.
Yeah.
Well, that was the last segment is anal. Now she's talking about getting your partner to do kinky stuff.
Pretty much getting your partner to
without coming across weird or
Blackmail.
Blackmail's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, you just find something dirty and be like, I'll tell your mother that you sucked my dick.
Don't tell my mom.
And, I won't tell your mom if, you've taken it in the butt.
And that, guys, is how not to get your partner to do what you want them to do. And you know what? It may be that maybe at first they're not comfortable with it, but like I said...
So would you say that the approach is not this? Oh, wait a minute. Let me try that. Let me try that again. Let me try that again. Gotta have this thing.
Please, Gary, I'm not from Hollywood. I'm not going to fuck your mouth, and my time is extremely valuable.
Basically.
Another way is like, you go on a double date, and then you start bringing out kinky stuff of the other couple, and you be like, well, Tammy's doing it, why aren't you doing it?
That's not a way either?
That's so inappropriate. One, if you want someone to be strapped to your bed and you want them to wear thigh-high leather boots and you want them to be sloppy and messy and give you the best blowjob you ever had, the way to get them to do that is to not be like, hey, bitch, your best friend's doing it, why the fuck are you not doing it? That's so not the right way to go about it.
Works. Peer pressure works.
Peer pressure does not work.
Hey, careful, we just fixed this now. Just be gentle.
It's
like a penis. You don't grab a penis like that.
It's like if you say, look, all the cool kids are doing ass to mouth. You should do it too.
Never do ass to mouth. Dear God, never do ass to mouth, and never double dip. What is it? Toffee butter? Don't do that. You should never go butt to vagina ever, because that's gonna wreck shop in there. That is like going to the hospital, and you have to pay for the ambulance ride. It's not gonna be a good time.
So once you go in the back door, you can't go in the front door?
No,
again?
you can, but you need to either change condoms or clean your deck and
also if you're going in,
he said run it under the sink.
Hey, how about you just use something like hand sanitizer and tell me how that works out for you?
Also, if you're going in the back door, you got to knock first. You can't just walk in like it's your place.
Thank you. That's actually a valid point. Yes, like I said, you can't just be like, hey bitch, I'm showing up to the party an hour early, unexpected. No, be fashionably late. You can't just walk up on someone's deck and be like, what up, I'm here to wreck shop.
No.
What?
This is a show.
What is he doing?
He's looking at Aaron going, hey, right in the middle of this great segment, we're all having fun.
No,
Let's
y'all go celebrate his birthday. That's fine. That probably
They'll put their dicks in somebody's butt.
Yeah, they're gonna go knock on people's back doors
Thank you,
for a couple
Aaron,
hours.
for
Thank you, DJ Badusi.
We miss you around here,
Bye,
buddy.
guys.
Happy birthday, dork.
Oh, Rick says hey.
Rick
Rick says hey.
My
What does
wife?
that even mean?
Your barber?
Oh, yeah.
He needs to cut my hair. I need to talk to him.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He needs to cut my hair.
Y'all have fun heading downtown. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Danny Blaze as the boys head out for Patrick Danger Davis's birthday. If you like him on Facebook, go ahead and wish him happy birthday. And,
you're single and hot.
Single and hot, yeah.
If you're single and hot. He's giving out free blowjobs that you will have to give to him.
I'm Ruby's.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages on Mike Allen. This is the Armed Radio Global Network, and you're in bed with Danny Blaze.
Attention World of Tank gamers. Armed and its affiliated divisions are recruiting entire clans and tankers. Armed, the largest and most progressive gaming community on the World of Tanks gaming platform. Now on 3 servers. To join, visit www.armedtanks.net or hashtag need a toaster. Toast that, bitches. Night Talk with Joe Rocks, 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays, is now on Ustream TV. Spreaker for replays and live. On Live 365, exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
Who's the Candyman? Why, Brian Smiley, of course. Brian Smiley Candy Company. There you'll find aisles and aisles of every candy imaginable. Brian Smiley Candy Company is located at 35 Industrial Parkway in Woburn, Massachusetts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. or call them at 781-935-1660. Brian Smiley is the Candyman.
Ever have a computer issue that you can't figure out? Is your computer running slow, locking up, or giving you the blue screen of death? Now you have a store that not only can diagnose your rig, but if needed, upgrade that tired old workhorse. Centex Computers in Hutto is equipped not only to fix your computer, but give you an honest analysis of what needs to be fixed. Let's face it, your home computer is not only convenient, it's essential for your home or your office to stay in touch in this new virtual world. Now you have a place to take your computer for honest and reliable service. Visit www.centexcomputers.com for locations and times. Centex Computers Hutto is the official computer experts for On the Air with Mike Allen. Are you ready to take your webpage to the next level? Go to icegram.com and download for free all the tools you will need to enhance your webpage content for potential customers, clients, or fans. Capture leads, call your audience to action, skyrocket conversation and engagement with action bars, pop-ups, toast notifications, message boxes, overlays, and sidebars. Head on over to icegram.com for your free download. That's icegram.com. Bottom line, you'll love it. It's almost summertime, and nothing helps cool you off better than a cold, refreshing Tecate Light. Mark Production Enterprises, in partnership with Tecate Light and On the Air with Mike Allen, would like to give away a custom Tecate Light cooler along with a golden ticket to the April 24th world premiere of Road to Juarez. Listen every Wednesday night to On the Air with Mike Allen. Then tweet the show at MikeAllen_OTA, #ArmedRadio, or email at MikeAllenSports@gmail.com for your chance to win. The chances to win are limited, so act now. Mark Production Enterprises, Armed Radio Global, and Tecate Light remind you to drink responsibly.
Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern, and boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com, with over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry, many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at Route106Motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. Route106Motors.com.
Armed Radio Global presents its new 2015 Talk at Night lineup.
Mondays 8 p.m. Eastern, Spot On with Lino and Tom. Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. Mondays and Fridays 10 p.m. Eastern. On Tuesdays, Talk Time with Val 8 p.m. Eastern, followed by High Five at 10 p.m. Eastern with Johnny and Mikey. Wednesdays on the air with Mike Allen 10 p.m. EST, and Thursdays Night Talk with Joe Rocks 10 p.m. Eastern.
Join the talk now on Ustream TV. Replays on Spreaker. Exclusively on Armed Radio Global.
Cell, 2G, 2000 watts. Yeah, yeah. In my
All right, welcome back to the show. Just a reminder, this segment, In Bed with Danny Blaze, does have explicit and adult content. And if you're on the East Coast and your kids are up, well, just go ahead and call CPS because you're failing miserably. If you're on the West Coast, just know that if you don't want your children to get educated about such things as anal sex and how to get your partner to do bondage or any other of the adult-themed things we'll be talking about, if they're listening and you're listening and you get mad, you can email me at mikeallensports@gmail.com and I will ignore your email.
Or tweet me and I'll probably...
Or tweet Danny Blaze at _ it's Danny Blaze. All right, welcome back to the show. And again, we're in bed with Miss Danny Blaze.
Yeah, I'm still left very unsatisfied, which is like my typical actually in bed life. That's neither here nor there. But, like I said, you have to be open and honest with people. That's it. Point blank period. Whatever you want to do, you should be able to talk to your partner. Don't pressure them into it. We're not 15-year-olds in like a cliche movie, like, oh, I love you. If you loved me, you would let me have sex with you. But that's not how life is.
Just the tip.
No, it's never just the tip. When in your life has it ever been just the tip?
It never has, but
she's really short, and that's all.
She's so tiny. Oh.
Hey, you got to get on the mic when you say all that.
No.
Hey, that's radio gold, man.
I'm not on bath salts. It's cool.
You're on bath salts?
Because I'm not on bath salts. I'm not going to make you say.
Whew.
Express yourself.
That's what
girl.
I think of every time. Oh man, they must be on bath salts. Hope not.
Talk about your life stories.
My life stories.
Yeah, this is in bed with you, not in bed with old man Huggy. I'm too old. I'm Cialis style.
Well, then why has everybody else commented? If everyone else is like not totally into this.
Because
I'm talking about sex and boys can't help themselves.
Funny.
Some of it's been funny.
Because it's entertaining.
In y'all's defense, some of it has been funny, and I've been holding in my laughs because I'm trying to be professional about this.
Well,
I'm talking about butt sex. Like, come on now. Like,
when you talk about butt sex,
you can't be that professional.
The only time it's not funny is when you get when
it's happening to you
when it's on
personally.
C block. You know.
You can try to be more professional and like wear a suit, but then it just make it even funnier. Because I feel like this person is.
Oh, so I should take this.
Butt sex.
Yeah, I'm gonna start wearing pantsuits in here, just very prim and proper. But like for real, like yes, y'all have been funny, ha ha ha. But you guys
We've
sometimes
been amazingly funny.
You guys sometimes act like teenage boys.
We have been amazingly funny.
Fine. You're not persuading me to do anything you want me to do. That's all I'm saying. So
you don't want to do it in the boat?
Great job, team. Head back to base for debriefing and cocktails.
Been there, done that, rode that pony show. That's all I'm saying. I barrel raced. Don't fuck with me. I'm a professional.
You barrel race, really?
No.
On a horse?
No.
Oh, with the,
Not willingly.
oh, with the trailer hitch. Okay.
I can tow the shit out of a trailer. At this point, fuck it, right? Just fuck it. I know I'm supposed to the F
Well, we
word
do
on here,
have in studio, and he'll be back next week, and we're getting our video stuff. I know people have been pushing us to
probably
get on
not.
video because everybody wants to see the beautiful Danny Blaze, and everybody wants to gaze upon my gorgeous beard and see Huggy's beautiful
We'll get
haircut.
video the same time that you have anal sex.
Damn, Huggy. Wow. She just threw down the gauntlet, buddy, because I'm never having anal sex. I don't even... I don't even...
See, he's not having a very open and honest relationship with you. He's telling you, you're going to take it and I don't give a shit. It's very prison house rules. That's not how to do it. Point
No, we
blank.
tried to get on video tonight. We've got some more software and hardware issues that we need to work out, but...
Thank Apple.
Lots of hardware issues.
And compatibility.
Apple and Ustream.
See, compatibility. If you would have talked about it and like had a discussion, you would have worked out.
For Ustream, my camera is one of like 6 that's not compatible. My really nice Canon camera is one of like 6 that's not compatible with Max to live stream on Ustream. Could work on YouTube, but then we'd have to buy a whole nother separate account for YouTube to
Well,
do
we've already got
that.
an
So if
account.
I get this Black Magic box, which is very little and like $300, then we'll be good to go. And I'll have all on top of all, because you see how much stuff I brought and how much stuff I've accumulated. It's like ridiculous. You'd think I was like, if I have everything out in my room, people look at me weird because there's just like cameras on tripods and cords that go everywhere. And I'm like, oh no, I make movies. They're like, oh yeah, I'm sure you do, creeper. And I'm like, no, like I really do. Like I'm making a movie about my parents. You're sick. You're sick.
Whatever pays the bills, right?
You are disgusting.
And what is that sex swing doing over there hanging from the ceiling?
It's a hammock. It's just my hammock, my bed broke.
Faulty sex games, by the way, because that will fuck your day up when those break.
Well, we're going to have this thing hardwired actually in the man cave. Not only we're going to have it here, but Danny and I were talking. Through this summer, the green room will take place. And that will be the area out there so people can gather, listen to the show, watch it on monitors, and it'll all be hardwired.
The green room, what?
So people can, we're going to have a house party every Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be a bar out there, and the shenanigans.
You have anal sex out there? By yourself?
With a trailer?
The foosball table, you can just use the arm, one of the arms, and just pump it from the other side.
Why not?
Take place. No, I've measured it out in my head already.
But that's kind of the extended vision of what we're doing here. But the studio will be hardwired. Old Man Huggy Productions is going to be in charge of our video. If you need to get a hold of him for any projects, he might be he might be busy right now, but you can get on a schedule and he can produce and edit video. What else do you do, Joe?
Photography. We have a full-time photographer. We can do event coordination, event setup, sound production, music editing, movie editing, music videos, wedding videos, anything you'd want to like take a picture or a video and then have like a final product.
Have a final
kind of
product. Good deal.
So we've got some like DJs that we do that like my photographer goes with them. They go do sets somewhere. She takes pictures, edits them all, puts their watermark on it, does all of that, gives them the footage or the pictures or whatever product we produce for you, and then we still post it on our site and, link it up to all of your social media stuff too.
That's oldmanhuggy.com?
Well, that's the oldmanhuggy.com is being built. So you can find us on Facebook at Old Man Huggy Productions. We have a page. You can email me through Instagram, my Facebook page, my documentary page, my Twitter page. Fairly easy to get a hold of.
And also, if our page will be launching on theearthmikeallen.com, and all those links to his stuff will be on his cast member page on our page. So, very good.
We're just building an infrastructure.
Yep, that's what it is, a virtual infrastructure.
Yeah, you got to lay
this
the
is
road.
one of the, and I know I've talked about it. We've got a lot of new listeners on here. Armed Radio is unique in the fact that the radio station as a whole isn't here. I'm just one part of it, one small part of it. Armed Radio is in here, Iowa, Wisconsin, Boston. It's all over. There's 4 of us that kind of put things together, or 3 of us that kind of coordinate everything. 4 of us, and we're all in different places, and it's all done virtually. So it's kind of unique in that. But Joe is going to be helping us out.
Yeah.
Over there sniffing good.
Nah, what are you doing, man? I was just smelling the nail polish. It smells. It smells. Hey, you know what? I had to investigate. I was wrong. It smells like nail polish.
Also, Miss Danny Blaze will be getting on a plane. I got to take her down to the airport at dark
to go
30
to Boston and drink Natty Light and Sam Adams.
Boston.
Hang out and park the car and Harvard Yard.
So Joe, if you're up there in Boston, Danny will be up in your neck of the woods.
Gonna go talk to the dean. Yeah.
So.
I don't know how to do a Boston accent.
And packing the can, you yad?
Pack the can, Harvard Yard. Sam Adams.
Hey, Sam Adams actually is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't. That's just all I know.
Now, why would I drink?
This is a Boondock Saints shirt, actually.
All right, so she'll be taking off tonight, and then she'll be back, Monday, right?
Sunday night.
Sunday night? Monday.
I'm coming back at like 9 o'clock at night.
I'm going to be eating brisket at Johnny and Heather's Monday night. Sunday night? How are you getting home?
What do you mean Sunday night? No, Heather would have invited me. Also,
Sunday night at 9. Yeah, she just changed it. She just sent me the text. It was Saturday. Now it's Sunday. So that's when I pick you up from the airport. We're going to Johnny and Heather's right away. So I'm tired. I don't know.
I'm tired now, but like I'm so tired that I'm awake. It's super weird.
So we're going to Johnny and Heather's on Sunday.
That's fine. I'm totally down with
You guys are welcome too if you guys want to come. Just let me know. Johnny makes some good brisket.
They don't give
He
a
makes
shit
some
about
good
us. They're just,
brisket.
like, here for the ride.
Wow. So guess we'll only be doing video footage from 9 o'clock till 11, and then I will be going home, and y'all can all imagine what Danny looks like. I don't want to jump on your ride.
No, we'll be doing all 3 hours. We're getting it set up.
Talking.
You know it.
People want to
I have a certain vision of what I want to see the finished product. I think we have a team together that's going to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll get it done. Yeah.
Plus, I want it to be when somebody looks at it. I don't want it to look like the other 9 million video podcasts that are out there.
You know, we'll have to redecorate a little bit.
Yeah,
and organize this room a little bit.
We have to get my picture.
We're going to get pictures up in here, posters up in here to kind of deaden the sound. Get your workstation set up, move boom mics, get new mics for the guests that'll sit here, move this all around so I have more room to work, and produce the audio side of it, the radio side of it. So get new equipment and should be good to go. You got a driver. We got to think of a name for him.
It's Big Dan. His name's Dan, and he's big as hell. He's huge.
That's Danny in the corner.
Getting tall.
Danny
in the corner.
Danny with an I. 2 Dannys for 1.
And he swears to God that he threw $60 on that dancer, but he was recycling those dollars like a freaking. He was recycling those dollars
No,
like.
that's amazing. That made you my hero.
He was recycling those dollars like a Greenpeace movement. I mean,
down here low, you couldn't see it.
dude, we sat there and watched you, dude. She thought she made about $100. She picked up about $20. It was awesome. Oh my god!
My birthday was crazy.
Hey, don't be embarrassed. That's sweet, dude.
I take care of my friends.
Smarter, not harder.
I take care of my friends.
Oh man!
Even on my birthday, I make sure everybody has a good time.
Joe Huggins' birthday.
Y'all were all way more tore up than me.
It was so
about
much fun.
45 of us.
That's the first time I've been in a strip club.
That was the first time I'd ever been to a strip club
In forever. Oh,
ever.
Two of those girls are going to be in the video, though, right?
Yeah. 2 of them. Yeah, they're going to be in your commercial.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know. Like, I've never been. So that's the first time I ever went on my birthday with like 45 of my friends. Like ended up like knowing the manager.
We took over the whole VIP corner.
Like
It was awesome.
Basically, long story short, this girl that is one of the that I know through the bar industry. Her baby daddy owns that and owns Landing Strip and owns a couple of the other ones, or is a partner. or something like that.
Landing strips. Always
She's just
perfect.
like she's a friend of a friend, but she overheard me talking about how I'd never been, and she was like, "Oh, you should go for your birthday." And I was like, "All right," and she was like, "I'll set it up." So she set it all up.
Set it up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was pretty-
bottle service.
Yeah, we
It was
went through
nice.
like 7 or 8 bottles. We got there at 7. We left at 10:30, and I'd gone through about 7 or 8 bottles. And then we went downtown, and I didn't get home till like 3. People didn't leave my house till like 6.
Yeah, I'm glad I cut loose from that.
Oh, it got pretty ridiculous.
My son said he didn't make it home till like 3:30 too.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I had friends that have.
And that was weird. Sitting in a strip club with.
Oh yeah, that cracked me up. I think
Dude,
there
that
was
was
one part where I was
No, the best was.
I was having a good time.
Speaking of suits.
Yeah, well, he was all suited up, but I was in a good mood, and I get over there, and you guys are just sitting there at the end of the table, and I remember being like, and y'all were both just like stop, like this is already. I think Alex was like, it's already weird enough, dude. I was like, oh, that's your team. I was like, that's your family, and I just like walked off.
We ended up just watching. We had fun watching people. Because I'm sure he wanted to, get a lap dance.
Oh yeah, well, and I'm the most awkward. I realized that like I'm like the last person anybody wants to give a lap dance to.
No,
I'm like, so like, were you good at geometry or not? Like, I just am so uncomfortable. I'm just like talking about dumb stuff. Like, did you watch Arthur on PBS as a kid? Because it was really good. My favorite episode, and I'm just like, I just don't stop. And then actually, the chick who gave me my first lap dance ever was a customer who lost her phone at my bar, and maybe 3 weeks earlier came into the bar on a Saturday morning and was like, "Hey, I lost my phone here last night." And I was like, "Ooh, this girl's kind of cute. Like, here's your phone." Didn't think anything of it. My birthday, very first lap dance ever. About like halfway through the lap dance, she's like, you seem really familiar. She was like, where do y'all work? Do you all like all work together somewhere downtown? I was like, the ranch. And she was like, oh yeah, like I go there all the time. And I was like, oh man, like you're that girl who left her phone. I gave you back your phone. And she was like, small world. Like boom, 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 boom. I was
Yeah,
like,
whatever. Here's my
I was like, this is. I was
Rub
like,
my tits in your face.
everybody is way too. Everybody's way too comfortable with this, and I'm definitely not comfortable.
God, that
with
was a great time. It was a great time. I laughed. I mean, just
Yeah,
watching
it was-
this. And I guess I remember the reason why I don't go to strip clubs anymore. Because if I want to see a hot chick dance naked and I lose money, I'll just get married. Then I have sex. I have just about as much chance, right?
See my like train wreck ass.
Ooh, but there's one girl that was like super cute that worked there. Like she was the chick with glasses. Did you see her?
Yes.
Yes. The
Yes.
chick with mystery girl with glasses
Yep.
who dances at Palazzo in Austin, Texas. Who are you? Nerdy hot chick of my dreams.
You were something special.
I will. I will get you. I will be that dude that will pay your bills.
Oh,
So
and
we can make that.
and the second highlight of the night was one of your coworkers and Alex's coworkers, a really cute gal.
The pink hair?
The pink hair.
Yeah, okay.
A stripper came over, sat on her lap, and then said, would you like a lap dance? And then she got up and gave the stripper a lap dance. And then tipped the stripper. It was awesome. I was like throwing my I'll tip that.
Yeah, she told me she was going to do that.
Oh,
I'm
my
gonna be giving
God.
strippers lap dances. I was like, oh, here we go.
See, she did really, really good.
Oh, and it was awesome because of all the crazy stuff that happened that night. Nobody brought really any of it up at work.
Yeah.
Like we all went back
Yeah,
to
just
work,
kinda walked
and there
around.
was enough weird stuff that went down when people were like, "Oh man, I wonder if," or like, I was like, "Ooh, I wonder if this gets brought up," and everybody just acted like, "Oh, hey,
Yeah,
it's pretty outside." Like it was not a big deal.
Just kind of walking around with the smile.
Because they were like, if I call him out for that, is he going to call me out for this? I don't know if he remembers. Pretty awesome.
Oh man, well, good
That's why
stuff.
it's National J Hugs Day or National Huggy Day, because everybody has an excuse to get toe up. That's also my grandma's birthday, so that works out too. Right? Isn't that weird? Like, hey, my mom called me when we were at the strip club, mid lap dance. Happy birthday, son! I did not.
My mom. My mom's the worst.
She was like, "Why didn't you answer?" I was like, "Oh, I was watching Planet Earth, the Deep Sea DVD." Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Well, Joe, thanks for
Yeah,
coming
that's a
in
good one.
today.
That's the
We're
best
gonna
one.
we're gonna get the video squared away. That's it for us, folks. We'll be back next week, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Armed Radio, every Wednesday night. Soon to be on video. We will get that done. We're going to figure that out. But again, I have a certain vision of how I want it, and we're going to get it right. We're going to get the way I want it, and Joe's going to help me get it there. Thanks to Danny Blaze, Mad Mike, Danger Davis, Dan in the corner, Aaron who came in, my guest tonight, Mark Glatt. Go see him. Check out his Facebook page. Check him out where he goes. Remember, golden tickets are still up for grabs. There's a limited amount left. Tweet me at MikeAllen_OTA. Hashtag it Armed Radio, or send me an email, MikeAllenSports@gmail.com, and you can get a golden ticket for your chance to April 24th to go see Road to Juarez. And we're going to have some more folks in here and an exclusive interview with Walter Perez, which I will tape and then play for you next week. This has been fun, as usual. Keep it right here for Armed Radio Global for music, 24 hours a day. Great shows every night. You've heard the lineups. Till next week, I'm Mike Allen. This has been On the Air, and you... Oh, I screwed that all up. My name is Mike Allen.
It's getting weird, guys.
This is Armed Radio Global Network, and you have been on the air.